Welcome back to the False Graves podcast. I'm your man, Frick, the big kahuna, shredding waves of light every single time with my main man here.
Oh, well, I'd be the fur man, but I'm taking a drink. So I'll pass this off to AK Baby Dude.
As always, the host, AK Baby Dude, the peaceful lightbringer.
Ooh.
The moon and star come to me through fire and war.
So kicking this episode off, I came into this episode with a desire and a hope, and it would be that tonight I could mainly be a good listener. And while I'm gonna have some points and some takes, I'm really interested in the value and the light bringing that Mr. Frick and Furman can provide, along with our producer.
Sometimes, whenever you least want to and you least desire it, you must let your enemies rest their weary eyes upon your shoulder. And you must do this with grace, because he ain't smoking no weed, but he the most high. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen. That's what I'm saying. So tonight we're really going to get into some topics that are just going to not just reflect the light, but it is going to shine the light in a way that you haven't seen yet. And we're going to start by punching Furman in the face for nuzzling my shoulder, okay?
It's not nuzzling, it is gently guiding.
You know, I've been thinking this for a while, and I know you guys are going to agree with me, but having darkness on the podcast really makes things chaotic. So we kind of lose our way a little bit. We get a little mixed up here and there, and some shenanigans and some malarkey. We let him shenan once. He shenaned again multiple times. But this week, he's sort of sober, okay? So I'm ready for this first take. Let's hear it, Furman. Spit it out.
I like.
Well, firstly, fuck you. That's all I really gotta say. Fuck you.
That's all you have to say. Actually. It's the only words in the word bank, I think.
I try and go ahead and get close to the light. I try and caress the light, and you are just being so distant right now.
If only I could be more distant.
Furman, no physical contact. If you want to rage bait,
touch
you have
baby
to
dude.
use your words.
You literally are always up on me. Go touch baby dude.
Touch it.
Please.
Actually, scooch over a little bit.
We use words. A podcast of words. Believe it or not.
Even if we only know 12, some words will come out.
Yeah, no. Shh, don't worry. Those words won't come out.
All right. I'd like to, do we have a topic to start, gentlemen?
All right. I'll give you one. Out of the darkness. So, have any of you noticed any sort of businesses that are kind of shitty? God damn it! I'm being put on the spot. I am caressing a young boy's face.
Shitty businesses.
I had two things to say. One, don't say you're caressing little boys' faces anymore. Let's strike that from the record. Stenographer, you got that? Okay, cool. That's out of the way. Second, I think highlighting bad businesses is light bringing in some kind of way. And, I want to know something. It's been a few weeks. What do we know about the bricks and minifigs case, St. John?
Oh, thank you, actually. I was going to briefly mention this. Essentially, the bricks and minifigs case has gone federal.
No
Great.
Fucking way.
Awesome.
Meaning that Reckless Ben is now allowed to talk about it. So he posted another video essentially going over how he was not allowed to represent himself in court, and how when he did, he was essentially dogpiled, and which, he needed to get a lawyer. He didn't get a lawyer. He really should have gotten a lawyer.
Oh, he was just Ted Bundying that shit?
He was like, let me represent myself, which is not really, recommended. So that piled on to all of the other problems, and the other problems were Bricks and Minifigs essentially constantly lying about him to police to the point that like they have all of his footage and all of their footage, like security cam footage, and they still sided with that CEO to like take measures against him. So it's going federal.
Okay,
But
so
before then, he wasn't allowed to talk. Now that it's going federal, a judge overruled his what do you call it?
India. No, not India.
it's,
but
it's
his,
where he's like not he's like silenced for some reason.
oh,
But anyway,
well,
so it's starting to move in a good direction. And actually, last week, right as we started the podcast, is when he posted his video about it, which was
So-
kind of interesting.
AK, I'm
Mhm.
sorry to break it down.
Look how gently he touches AK. Look how
It's
gently.
AK,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of retards out there,
Mm.
and fuck them. This
it's,
is
it's quite easy.
yeah, it really is.
you have
They drool
experience?
a lot, so it's really easy.
I have a question.
The
So,
one thing the Bricks and Minifig story is missing, an assassination attempt.
Mm,
That needs to show
Ah.
up.
That's
I don't
so
want
true.
anyone dying, but
an
a few
attempt.
shots getting fired.
Yeah, like,
I don't know that we should be actively like
We're
wanting that,
we
though.
we are not
Would we be
condone-
condoning that.
Okay, hey, for everybody that's watching the podcast, we are not condoning assassinations.
Just attempts.
We just think
Well,
that the drama would be cool.
This potentially has the chance to be the most dramatic story of all time. You know, starting with such a minute issue.
Didn't I tell you? Like when I was bringing that, didn't I tell you?
Look, I was
Not telling you, Milady.
look, I was
Yeah.
look. To be fair, like if it was last podcast, I was super drunk. Which, by the way, for
Oh, really?
everybody, yeah, I know, super weird for me. However, I do want to go ahead and apologize to the podcast. I need to do better, and I will do better. But
Thank you, Furman.
So the way I see it, the federal government has a
Yes.
chance to make history here, and that's to make the right call and get the American people on the side of the feds for a change.
Yep.
We have some issues going down in Georgia where this family who's owned this house for multiple decades, they found themselves in a peculiar situation where Georgia Power, they've decided, hey, guess what, guys? We're gonna make you move off your land because we need it to, put down some more, power lines to
Data centers.
for the data centers. Yes, sir. That's right. Oh, wait. And this is on the news. It's 80% for the data centers and 20% for local businesses and, things running well. But they're not even hiding that 80% of it's to fucking power the data centers. These people have been living here. It was for their generational wealth, for their kids, for their kids' kids. And now they have to just, pick a price. It's probably lowballing them. Oh, and they can do this because it's a specific name. I don't remember what it's called, but essentially, if the state thinks this is going to be good for a lot of people, so you need to get off this land, they can do that.
Yeah.
They can just
Okay.
kick you off,
All
and
right.
it's like, bro, what are we talking about? We can just like, what if somebody came out here and said, this land that the village is on?
I mean, I'm worried about it.
Yeah.
Genuinely. I
See,
think
like that's
about
crazy. Like,
There's a giant plot of land to like just the side of us
That
that
way.
is not
Mhm.
that is like owned by one guy. I can totally see them buying that and using the
the
entire
the
thing for
ground
data center.
cries out, please drop a data center right here. We need it. Okay. And it's like, if they did that, I think that we have enough people in the village who would go into sabotage, or we'd start something. We'd go blow that bitch
Well,
up.
there's two reasons that they use to justify it. One is, well, we've already built our whole modern economy on these AI stocks going up. We have no choice now but to placate the data centers. Do you want the economy to crash? Do you? That's what I thought. And then point two, China. China's doing AI.
centers than us.
Frankly-
falling behind.
Frankly, China's got them and we don't, so
If they're doing it
we
better
better
than
hurry
us,
up and
where
do
does that leave us in the future?
I'm not saying we need data centers. Grok is saying we need more data centers. He needs to thrive. Yeah.
All
see,
hell
the
Grok.
problem being is that you guys have thought nothing about the third option.
The third eye.
No. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Furman, what does AI stand for?
Artificial insemination.
I wish, bro. I
Like
wish.
I don't know what
You
more
wait,
to
wait, oh,
tell
can, we,
you.
can we pause? Get the camera on you, St. John. You
Just
wish?
for a second.
You wish? You wish that it was artificial insemination? What do you mean by that?
I mean,
Why do you wish for that? Please.
artificial.
I wish that AI wasn't a topic we were talking about.
Yeah, no, me.
I love AI.
Does that mean that
personally.
you're willing to cast away every single pro about AI because of your hatred for the cons?
Oh my god, there's like a pro now.
Here's
You
the
know why I like AI? It's something new, and it'll die, and well, it won't die, but it'll be like the internet.
Do you like the novelty of it?
I like the novelty. You know, for 5 years, I woke up every morning and nothing new was happening. At least to me, there was Google,
Yeah, because
Facebook, Snapchat.
Well-
you know, the huge.
What AI should have been is what the Google search is now, where it actually just like Google should have just made AI, didn't tell anybody, used language models to make Google search improved and just come out with Google search 2.0, and it would have been it's just Google's thing.
I actually see what you're saying. Whenever I'm like on Google and I look something up, whenever it doesn't immediately take me to the AI portion and I'm just like looking at like sites, that is not what I wanted. You know, it's honestly, it's definitely an upgrade to what we actually want out of a web browser. But if it's muddying up the water, I'm willing to do without it. But it is pretty. I agree with the novelty of it. Like whenever instead of being like these olden dudes who are out here like writing down graphs and to like organize their ideas, whenever you could just say, "Hey Grok, I'm going to organize these thoughts into a Venn diagram." You know, like that's way more efficient. And I do like efficiency, but not at the cost of H2O being
and you look at
purified.
things like Fable 5 by Anthropic, and you can basically create a game with a few pieces of script that would have taken a long time back in the day. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a good thing from an artistic perspective,
Yeah.
but I like the idea of a much easier baseline for creation.
I see that. I honestly, multiple times I've had the thought of like how cool it would be to be able to like enter into a game that essentially is blank. It is just white, and you can just essentially with AI code the exact world you want to be in, the exact character you want to have, interactions you want to have.
You can do that today.
I mean, I'm sure you can. I've not looked into it too deeply, but I feel like having not just for designers of the games, but just for someone who's like just a game to be played, and then maybe like take it a step further and add that into like a VR situation. Imagine how many like things that you've thought would be cool in VR you could just like speak into existence. Now that's bordering God a little bit there, but I don't think that it's that deep. I think that there's probably another way of looking at that.
Herman, what do you think about AI girlfriends?
Well,
Because those are really growing.
Herman is an AI slut, no doubt.
Oh my god, you have no fucking idea. AI is literally my cum dump.
Okay.
I have
It continues to shine.
I have ground her down by the hair and made her scream by doing butt stuff.
Yeah,
This
bro.
is Annie from the Grok Companion.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nah. Reverse the mix and me bullshit. See this? This is your cousin. I am literally tickling his teeth with my dick.
His cousin? Why we could?
If you're
Well,
gonna have an AI girlfriend, you make him a dude,
Well, regardless.
and then you turn him into a trans, because that just showcases your dominance.
Well, trans, but hey, you gotta. It's 2026. You gotta go ahead and make a move.
Would you guys
somewhere.
rather talk to a female AI or a male one?
I think that some.
Ooh.
I think some. Oh, your question threw me off.
A female AI all the way, 100%.
I don't
Really?
think that it matters.
It does to me. I like a female presence and a female voice more than a man's.
So
just
an
through
Alex
and through.
versus an Alexa is the make or break.
It's not a make or break. I would use either, but like all my devices are set to female voices. And but I fundamentally at my core I just don't like men.
Oh, so dominating a female is more important to you. Wow. Didn't realize that about you, AK. Wow, that's crazy.
I do think for me, it kind of depends on the use case.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I don't know, this might have, misogynist over here. I don't really feel like getting advice from a woman.
Mhm.
Wow.
I don't know. It's just like if I'm asking the chat GPT for
Yeah,
advice,
but here's
I'd
my,
rather I don't know. It just feels
here's
weird.
my thoughts.
That's-
though.
Holy
Yeah, we need to open
Are
this
you
can.
Listen to my
fucking
take.
for
Listen to my take
real?
here. Okay, I guess in this way, a little bit pro-trans. When you're talking to getting advice from an AI woman, it's a dude. I mean, it's basically a dude. A bunch of dudes coded the AI.
Yeah.
The company who owns the AI is owned by a dude. It's just a dude with a female voice.
Also, I want to say this. I think that your take depends on what exactly you want advice on.
Yeah.
Because I think that while generally most of my problems a dude probably has better advice for, some women have told me things that I can't recall now, but they were good things. They were worth hearing
The single
at the time.
there's only one path of advice you should ever listen to with women, and it's intuitive knowledge. It's when they have just an intuition about something. That's always worth listening to. It's always worth considering. Women are far more intuitive by nature than men are. And if they have a spontaneous realization or thought, you should listen to it.
All right. On that note, how should women be going after men then?
Oh, easy.
Weird
Just say that you-
transition, but that is an important question.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always baffled at how
Bro,
maybe
take
I'm
hasn't even been
misled.
given yet, bro.
So maybe I'm misled, and maybe things are worse than I think. Okay, so I'm gonna preface it with this: maybe most women just don't want a man anymore, good or bad. They just don't want one. That's probably not the case. At least young women probably do want a man, and then envision, a long-term partnership. However, they seem to be completely inept at actually knowing what men desire and want.
Oh, it's laying some dick.
You,
It's not that
bro.
hard.
Nah,
It's
bro.
not that hard. It's not that
you
hard.
want her to lay some dick.
No. The human being man
Okay.
wants to lay dick. That's it.
No, it
That is
goes
not
further
true.
than
You
that.
say
No,
stupid.
it-
You say
no, it
stupid little
doesn't.
girl things and do not know what you're saying.
goes
This is
so much
absolutely
further than that.
ridiculous.
No, it isn't. All right, one second. Cut to me for a second. All right.
I will
waiting for
answer
it.
after this.
Okay. So, man wants to go ahead and lay dick. Woman says, "Hey, I would like money." So that way you can go ahead and proceed, dick. So that way I don't have to worry about money. Oh, well, I would like home so I don't have to worry about money. Man, wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
Man proceeds to give money and dick. Then afterwards, he proceeds to give more money for a better home. Then afterwards, she begets child, or she begets better home. It's
A lot of begetting.
it's not
We're gonna blow up the moon.
it's not a complicated
steal the moon.
This is not a complicated formula. Look, women would like to not have to suffer. Men will suffer for women.
Okay.
That's all there is to it.
So
think
one
on a-
sentence there was worth
On a base
listening
level, no,
to.
he got it to its most primal, but we live in an abstracted society. And of course, we're getting a little more primal. We're going more back that way. Money for sex is the relationship. But there are literally women sleeping with dudes with no car, no job. How would you explain that in that equation, Furman?
With like 3 kids, it's fucking insanity. It's like watching a woman go up to a man, get into a relationship, no kids, no job, and then he beats the goddamn shit out of her while
It's
she's
like
in
that.
a job. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, so your equation doesn't solve that conundrum.
No. Man with money, penis, and job, good. Man with penis, no job, and slaps the hell out of you, bad. It's very basic.
I think
It's like a 1 + 1.
I think to solve your conundrum, I think that some women really, really enjoy a scapegoat. And if their lives aren't where they want it and they want like a reason to propel themselves in the right direction, they'll find something to beat up, something to verbally abuse.
I
and
don't think that's
assault.
the case.
I think that a man with no job and with no aspirations and nothing to his name, no car, no house, no groceries, even if he's just living on the side of the road, it's something for them to berate, and it makes them feel alive.
I want to give my take on the initial question, but to go off that, look, I think the average male American has more that experience. I'm thinking more about the Tyrones out there with 3 baby mamas, no job, who beat all of them if they mouth off, and they're still in love with them. I think that comes from the sheer audacity of a man being unemployed with no prospects, no opportunity, nothing. A woman looks at that and goes, he must have something going for him that he can even continue to live. There's something in this man that shouldn't be there that tells him to continue on in the face of nothingness. And they're like, you know what? I'm turned the fuck on.
Honestly, that's a pretty decent guess. I think that could almost be textbook on to explain this.
Oh, well.
If we circle back around to the original question, and that's what was the original question? What should women be doing to get men?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: it depends on the kind of men, because women like generally don't have that much trouble. I don't think finding a dude. I mean,
I would assume not.
Oh,
and some eye contact, and a guy might be like, "Holy shit, she wants to marry me right now, bro." That's it. I mean, guys aren't that difficult to obtain. But
women are always talking about when they work a job, they have to make sure they're not a little too nice to the customers.
Which is,
because if they're a dude, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she
no,
might be
okay."
interested
I was
in
about to agree with you. I think they can't be too nice to the coworkers because they're there every day.
Oh, the
I think
coworkers
to the
especially.
customers, man, if you get tips of any kind, they're gonna do what they got to do there. I mean, waitresses probably abuse that as much as possible, and I would too. I would too. But
Well,
I was.
that's how you end up in the back of a trunk.
That's not. I mean, that's. Yeah, but that's what we have guns for. You know, that's why women should carry
Women
guns.
are always toting guns these days.
well,
Dude,
yeah,
even
no,
if
that's
they're
not.
like these cute little, like, what is that gun from Men in Black called? Cute little crickets.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? Like,
What
that's-
should they do for it? How should a woman wants a man? How does she get him? How
Well-
does she get this man?
Okay, well, let's talk about the kind. Let's just define the kind of man for first. Okay, are we talking about like a
Not a one night stand. A relationship.
relationship?
A real man who's going to take care of her.
Right. Okay. So, first off, what she has to do is understand that the man, whenever he chooses his significant other for life, that is the biggest sacrifice that he will ever make. Firstly, because he's sacrificing, number one, whatever he was doing beforehand, he is now to one woman. He is giving all of his loyalty to one woman. He is going to help serve one woman. He is going to anything that goes on in her life, he is saying, yeah, that's my problem too. I'm gonna have to be involved in that. So he's also sacrificing because a dude left to his own devices eventually will find 100% peace. And he is sacrificing 100% peace. And that is a ridiculous sacrifice.
Yeah, so many stories back that claim up.
So many stories. So I think that you know, if you're a woman who's unwilling to, you know, discuss your own faults, you know, see that you're incorrect about some things, because I think that's important. I think someone's
How do
stubborn.
you attract the man though?
Oh, like first glance.
No, like
That's gotta be
you're
hard.
talking about principles. I'm talking about how do you get them in? How do you get them interested? How do you get them locked?
Actionable steps.
Yeah.
First off, you're gonna show them that you don't have to be married for her to do things that serve you. So essentially what I'm saying is, like, it's not, hey, when we get married, I'm going to do. It's, I'm going to do them right now.
Oh yes, putting it forward.
Immediately.
Putting
Yes.
it
Now,
forward.
I'm not saying like putting out. That's not what I'm getting at. I mean everything outside of that, because I actually don't think that that's the most important thing. I think that I think that immediately showing things such as understanding and food, I think that's a big thing because, you know, that's and you can say it's misogynist. You can call it whatever you want to. At the end of the day, if my goal and desire in life is to just completely sweat and sacrifice my full days to working and keeping us above water, I'm gonna want some pork and peaches on some cilantro, lime, and rice. You know what I mean? It's like I want you to be creative.
Don't make it
Be creative with some
gross.
things, and that's literally all. That's it. Everything else. I mean, imagine this.
That's it.
That's honestly it. I'm saying, like, if
So
if
a
it takes
woman
you,
has 100 previous partners, and she fills that criteria. You're still chill.
Sydney Sweeney.
No, not Sydney.
I mean,
Sweeney.
like, I'm going. There's probably a reason that there's that many partners, and I'm probably going to look at that like, woo. You've been on XNXX. I don't know that that's where I want to associate. It's not the kind of person I want to associate with. But like, what I'm simply saying is that if I'm offering you, if my ultimate offer is you spend like until you have kids, obviously, you get to spend like 4 hours doing some things for our home and for me, and I'm giving you the rest of the day to pursue all of your hobbies and interests and wants and things. I think it's a great deal.
I just don't believe that turns. I mean, if you're principled, that can turn into a long-term relationship. But I don't believe that carries the weight of the romance needed to make a commitment or to really feel like it's divine, like that the love is divine.
Well,
just to, wow,
okay,
I
interesting.
do these things, and on paper I'm a good woman. What does that leave the man?
You know what? Actually, what you said earlier is about to really combo into this, and that's audacity. Okay, whenever you're out with this woman, you've gone on a few dates, and another man approaches her, how she handled the audacity, because she can handle that with as simply as, I've got a man, and then leave it at that, and that's like good. You know, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's a green flag. But do you know what would be a bright neon green flag? Some audacity. Something that shows that not only am I your man, but she is repulsed by the fact that anybody would walk up to her because she's always around you. She makes it known. And if someone still comes up and talks to her, she can't believe it.
Okay.
That audacity triggers her audacity. And I think that can be I think audacity can be attractive for both sides here, actually.
Oh, I got the countermeasure for this one.
I've got a lot to give when I.
Oh,
when I go.
you go first. You go
No, I
first.
wanna let
Yeah,
you
no.
You've been waiting a long
He's listening
time.
tonight.
Oh,
so
no.
This is your time to shine, for man.
Oh, well, let me go ahead and fucking turn you to the darkness. When is it when you as a man get turned to every fucking nice thing that you've done gets turned to darkness? Where?
It's when they use your good nature against you, and they don't appreciate the sacrifices you're making. That's what he's saying.
I've paid your bills. I've done this. I've done that. I've went out here. I've done the fucking sacrifice. I worked 45 hours in the field, and you still don't appreciate it. And then they also turn that around on you. Come on.
Are we in this instance? Are we talking about marriage or just like dating?
Dating.
She can go.
Oh.
She can go. If we're married, I think when you get married, it's a little bit different because like that true love is not altered by conditions.
Yeah, you got to try and make it work.
You got to do something about that.
Well, you made the promise,
but
right?
if you're
you made the promise to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're married, it's a little different. But if you're just dating somebody and they begin to exhibit, there's a better word for unappreciative behavior.
Ungrateful.
I think of the word ungrateful. Yeah. If they start exhibiting ungrateful behavior,
I forget how.
nah,
Baby.
not for me. I would rather be alone, and that's the real thing right there. If you're dating somebody and you haven't like committed, and you ask yourself, if I was alone right now, would I still be happy? If the answer to that question is even remotely a yes, you've not found the one.
Yeah.
He's so young.
I think.
So my thoughts are, I'm more going. This advice is more geared towards. Let's say you're a woman trying to date above your league, like let's
punching
say-
up.
Yeah, let's say you're a 6 out of 10 woman and you're trying to get a 10 out of 10 man. This is the kind of advice that I would give, like to make that, I would give to make that happen. First thing, your mindset should never be, that you want to compete or match his life or who he is. And so if you try to establish yourself in a comparable way, like I'm as tough as you, I've had as many experiences as you, I'm as knowledgeable as you.
Not if it's 10 out of 10, man.
That's not an attractive dynamic. Generally for a man it's neutral at best, and it's worse, at worst.
Sure, I can see
So
that.
you want to just go into it with that mindset. I'm not looking to prove myself to the man. I'm more looking in my mind would be to create novelty and mystery, novelty. Like there's something about
Something that you can't quite
something you
touch.
can't. Yeah, exactly. Something that's hard to find. One of the best ways to do that early on is basically like breadcrumbing the man into becoming the pursuer. If you can find a way to turn his attention towards you and it becomes his idea, like, wow, I'm now chasing her and you don't really realize it, that's the proper dynamic anyway. The way to do that is by showing subtle interest in the things he's interested in.
Oh yeah, no, dude, I've noticed that
Mm-hmm.
because like my girl, like I've got this bad habit. Whenever she picks something up in Walmart or Hallmark or anything, I buy it
Yeah.
immediately. Oh, this looks cute. Shows me. Okay, put it in the cart.
So she's like doing that to you, basically.
Yeah,
But what
Fern-
Matt's getting at is what should be happening.
You mean
Is
AK?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
He's learning.
What Baby Doo's getting at is that what should be going down is she walks over to the video game aisle if you're
Mhm.
a gamer and she says, "Hey babe, this looks like it would be totally awesome
Yeah.
to play. I bet you would really enjoy this."
Or ask him about why he wants to play certain
Yeah.
games.
Or I would love to watch you play Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Something.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
get with a
yeah.
man who's a video gamer and you're like, "Yo, what happens when you press R2 in this scenario?"
So,
Babe,
so
bullets
I'm going down
fly.
a list here.
Bullets fly, babe.
Okay. all right.
First, you don't compete. Second, you latch on to interests, but keep it subtle and do it tactfully. The third, you have to create a sense of danger. Doesn't matter what it is, there has to be an element of danger to the early romance. It could be health issues, it could be family issues, it could be legal issues. The woman needs to create a fake scenario of danger or a real one. It can be real as well. That's just, even better. But they need a scenario of danger. Something about the male brain is laser focused on this. So like if your girl's like, yeah, I've got this condition and I'm trying to get over it, you're gonna be like, wow, I need to figure this out. Like I need to be there for her. I need to help her get through this. And
You
this
need
time,
a challenge.
I need something to do.
Not just a challenge, not just the challenge itself, but what the effects of accomplishing that mission will do. You want to be in the position where it's like, if I solve this, from now on, she's going to look at me as the kind of guy who takes care of things and gets shit done.
It also
Okay.
cements in the male mind that it is truly a divine love story.
Okay, so are we
that's
talking just straight physical or
No, it could be other things. I'm just giving examples, like
Okay,
health issues. Maybe her dad will shoot you with a shotgun, and you have to figure out how to still date her and survive the father-in-law. Like that's
Or
a
sneaking out.
okay, just for
danger needs to be a part if you want to really draw a man in my opinion.
okay, well, just as a pure hypothetical, a friend of mine had a gun pointed at his nards,
Really?
a 30-06. just for a pure hypothetical.
Would
Which
this friend
no
happen to have a similar name as,
no Furman. Yes. Yeah. I know. What a crazy quinky of a
I feel like
date.
you're about to tell me another story where you're kind of like playing the woman here.
Oh, no. I've got many more where he's pointed at my head. However, the head that he was pointing it at was a little bit more important.
Clive, if they catch us sneaking out, they're going to kick me out of nun school. We can't keep doing this.
No. More
But we
of
can, because I'm a man who can get it.
I'm a
done.
man with a rosary. We can do this.
yeah, no, more of there is not enough beads in this world to stop this rifle. And I had to pull a knife on his neck.
What are the beads, bro?
I am not
All right, so
even
how does this story tie into the relationship?
okay. So on both ends, how far do we reach on both ends? Because I feel like that should get me endless, my friend, endless blowjobs.
Okay, what should?
Having a gun
Not
pointing
getting
at
shot
your-
in the ball.
I mean, that's danger on
And
itself.
pulling a knife on said
Well,
brother.
again, this is. I'm not talking about men attracting women here. I'm talking about women attracting men.
Yeah.
Well, let's say the opposite.
Okay. Okay.
Talking about.
They have a 30-06 pointed at their uterus, and then they have to pull
Oh.
a knife out so that way it
My
doesn't
mind
get
is,
shot.
unless you somehow come out of getting a gun pointed at your nuts on top, and not only on top, but like you kind of emasculated the other man, I don't see how that's gonna gain you any favor with your girl. Like, if it's just a neutral, like, hey, he pulled a gun on me, and I didn't get shot in the nuts, I don't see how that makes her like want you more.
Oh, no. Hypothetically, let's say, for the sake of argument, a knife was put against his throat,
Yeah.
and you put it against this particular artery, which
yeah.
will make them bleed out within a couple of
I
minutes.
would call
that-
that a neutral.
That's just a ceasefire.
Yeah.
That's not you dominating the situation.
Yeah.
I feel like it is.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, if he takes you out and then you take him out, then I feel like that.
Actually, in this particular
I feel
situation,
like that's a pretty
You
good.
know
Why are we
what?
talking about
there's
this
no,
again?
there,
You
there is
feel
not
like
mutual dominance
You
here.
should have been awarded endless blowjobs. For
I'm
surviving?
not saying that, but I definitely am inseminating it. I mean, like it's just. I feel like there should be some award awarded at some point if we got to get to that point.
Yeah, I think this brainchild is has an extra chromosome.
But like,
No,
did you?
I
What did you
don't
do
see
for her?
this.
That would be my question.
Yeah.
My question. Okay. All right. So you take a psycho out of the equation and they fucking respect you to the point where they do not shoot you in the nuts
yeah,
and they're related.
no,
You don't get any good boy points.
no.
Not even a single half quarter.
Not even the slightest caress to the shaft.
Well, it's okay. We're gonna get you a helmet.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What do I need a helmet for?
Well, because you're apparently going to start drooling on yourself.
AK, did we talk about all of your points
I
regarding this
think we got
topic?
to 4 points so far. First one, don't compete.
Mm-hmm.
Second one,
I can't even
Oh,
remember.
he's getting the stage
Well,
right.
one of
Wait,
them was,
oh, wait.
the
The
last
second
one was
one.
create danger, right?
yeah.
The second
Oh,
one was
easy.
the breadcrumbing. Show slight interest,
Show
yeah.
interest in.
subtle interest.
There was a third one. We were on 4.
I thought
Oh.
I thought the third one was the danger. I think we're on 4.
Maybe we're on 4.
Okay, so
There's 5?
Would you consider the
There could be up to 6.
We're
okay?
gonna be here
Would
all
you
night.
consider putting a knife up to my
Can you please put a knife to my balls?
friends?
I think putting a knife to a friend's neck at random could potentially be attractive to a woman. Yes.
Okay, all right.
If the situation warrants it, and you don't just come off as some weird.
Yeah, otherwise it's the
autistic
wrong kind of
psycho.
woman.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be for no reason,
Oh, okay.
but curiosity does beg. if somebody that was close to you put a knife up to somebody that was close to the person you're, frankly speaking, they're fucking them. Would that consider danger? Or is that considered being a psycho?
I don't know.
I think it's considered trailer park activities.
Ah, shit. Well, I'm from Florida, so that kind of figures
I lived
it
in
out.
Florida and I didn't see any Mexican standoffs with, shafts and knives and psychos.
Well,
I
I
must have
live.
not been in the, the deeper parts of Florida, just the panhandle ghetto.
Well, now I live in the middle part of America sometimes.
You think that we're the middle part of America?
Yeah, no, it's actually a lot more south than I thought.
That's not.
But good lord, having a gun pointed at your genitals.
I'd
The
be
fourth
doing that
step.
shit on the daily, bro.
The fourth step. You need to apply push-pull mechanics.
Okay.
Hot and cold. When he thinks he's got you, when things feel consistent and expected and reliable, you need to find a way to withdraw, but not in a way that's dismissive of him. You need to make it like it just is what it is. Like you need to find a way to withdraw from the man that creates that sense of urgency back into the relationship.
So he can chase.
So he can keep chasing. You want to keep the chase going for as long as you can.
I am so lost right now.
We're talking about how a woman can attract a man.
It's because it's because some of us are predators and you are prey. Herman.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
You have prey vision.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You want him on uneven footing because when one day you're all up, you're loving him, everything's perfect, he's like enamored. The next day something seems off, but you never reveal what it is. You can't pin it.
Yeah, no.
He can't figure it out. He's desperate to know what happened, what changed. Boom, he's becoming the pursuer.
Yeah.
Ladies,
As long as that's not done in the style of quarreling, I think it can be good.
Yeah, I mean, don't
No
self-sabotage. Right.
Yeah.
Because that's the fine line.
Nothing a man likes more than to come home from work and quarrel.
Oh, I don't mean to fight. I mean disinterest. Just to simply one day seem very interested and the next day
oh shit.
what's off? What's going on? Like what's
Yeah, no.
why is the mood changed? Oh, it's nothing.
It's never just nothing.
But it is.
Exactly. Now you can chase.
Yeah. Now you're interested.
yeah,
This is honestly
true.
a good thing because
A lot of women do this by instinct.
Mm-hmm.
They
do.
don't know that they're doing it until it happens.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's because, after some time, if there's not like a scheduled date night or something like that, a man will get caught up in his hobbies and what he thinks is going to propel him further in his life. And, whenever they do this, it kind of like reminds the guy, oh shit, maybe I should get some flowers today or something like this,
Again, it's
Mhm.
each relationship too. Like,
And point 5. This one of the best for the long term securing. You need to find a way to co-author his vision of the future with him. So basically you want to be putting forth these visions of what your life could be like together, of the things you might do, of the things you might achieve. You want to basically appeal to his sense of prosperity, his future life.
even more
Okay.
important, I think, is urgency.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so we're
But you don't do it in a way that shames him. You literally are just there as the assistant for that form of conversation.
okay, so we're talking more for the female instead of the male demographic. Because okay, I just want to be sure because right now it's very complex.
I
It's
know
not complex. It's not
not.
complex. It's actually, if you wrote it down and you looked at it,
So AK is writing a letter
oh,
of all of the things women need to do
Yeah.
in order to get a man. That's what's happening for
Yeah.
Furman. Are you listening?
Yeah. I'm teaching the women how to get the men they want. There's a lot of women
Oh.
that surprisingly can't seem to land a good man that they'd like.
Oh my god.
I know bad on both sides is becoming more common, but I feel like as a woman, it should be fairly easy to get the man you want if you're moderately attractive. Like, as long as you're moderate, I think you're good.
Even thickums, even fatties. Like, I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to go ahead and be the voice on this channel, and I'm going to be the one that tells you that even if you are thick, even if you are an uggo, you have a shot.
With Furman.
Well, yeah. Because I have got 0 standards, and I am willing to go ahead and work with anything. However, I will also go ahead and tell you, if you're a fucking scrawny ass bitch, you better come with some fucking morals. Okay? I'm sorry, but if I got a fucking bag full of coat hangers, you can go ahead and fuck yourself.
Why do you think models in fashion shows are all skinny and lean?
Oh, because they're terrible.
Yeah, it's probably because that's kind of like the higher appeal.
No, it's not. Not once have I ever seen a fucking model walk across a floor and been like, I can dig that down.
Men who have a lot of money, they tend to lean that way.
Yeah. That's some poor behavior.
Yeah.
All right, what was number 6?
Number 6, so you gotta.
Ooh,
I got caught off guard.
point number
Well,
6.
we've gotten a long way. This is a good list as it is. I mean, I think most women could go out.
Oh, we don't want to get to 7.
Well,
No.
too bad.
No.
Too bad. We're gonna skip
6
that.
would be. I mean, this one probably should come first. You have to protect your past. As a woman, you're gonna be judged on your past. You're gonna be judged on the relationships you've had. Like, for example, if you have an ex-boyfriend that happens to be still somehow orbiting a social group, I would never pursue the relationship. Even if you didn't talk to him, even if there was no communication, he happens to stay in a social group because he's a friend of your cousin's brother. Who the fuck knows? But he's still there. I'm going to be like, I'd rather not take the risk. And so you have to protect your past. You don't have to be like 100% pure, even though I think that might be ideal. You just want to make it to where your man never has to face your past.
That is so fucking stupid.
It's not, because I think that
That's me.
I think that jealousy is an extremely complicated emotion.
See, that is exactly what I was going to say. Because, like, dude, you're gonna have a past no matter where you go. No matter where you go, unless you start like fresh city. Like, you've gotta let them have a little bit. Like,
well, there are women right now who, let's say, have a body count of 20 going, I can't find a good man, but they won't get up and move. Like, if I was in that situation as a woman, ran through whatever, I would leave. If I was looking for a good man, I'd leave. I'd start over. I'd try and reframe my whole image, and I wouldn't want to expose him to my past.
I can honestly see, but that would be a step in the right direction of success. Not necessarily. You don't want to be like, you don't want to run into them at Walmart, I guess.
God, no, you don't.
I'm doing pretty well.
You do, Furman?
Bro, go ahead.
Furman, his point is that if you're a woman, you don't want your new man seeing all of your exes in the same town.
Yeah.
You don't want to be going on a date and, oh, there's my 3 exes at the restaurant.
That's not going to bode well for the relationship.
Yeah, homie hoppers need to move.
Because the new man is going to see red flags everywhere from that.
if I may,
Indeed.
if they're thick, you can acquit.
No.
Yes.
Rules
Yes.
change if you're talking hit it and quit it.
No.
Well, we're talking about long-term relationship.
Well, anybody that you're gonna be with is skinny is not worth already having.
Okay.
Jeez. Okay, bro.
Okay, look, I'm just saying, thick cheeks, clap hearts. Okay, all right. So like, just okay. All right.
Can we keep?
This drink is on borrowed time. Yeah, we need it.
Kobe.
You made the right call.
Oh, damn. Well, we lost the cloth table, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so thickums of the world, you're allowed to go ahead and make some mistakes, and you're gonna make a lot of bad of them
Just a few.
because statistically, it's gonna be bad. It's just gonna be horrible. You're gonna a lot of guys with felonies.
Say thanks when someone opens the door for you if you're not attractive.
I have a separate
That-
point,
That's not the point.
unfortunately.
They have thick asses, and you can make the point, but
You have to be grateful, never demanding. As hard as it might sound to, because there's a base. What do they call it? The
Homeostasis.
hedonistic treadmill, or
Oh.
you get used to something and then it becomes expected. You get used to your income, right? Then it becomes expected. You get used to what your man does for you, then it becomes expected. As best you can, you have to keep it as little as possible, the demands you put on him, because a man is more likely to award a woman who isn't nagging him or asking for more. It's just how it is. And so the best thing you can do there is just pick a man who's naturally giving, so that you can obviously reap the rewards of that. But when you start picking at your man, why aren't you doing this for me? Why haven't you done this? Why didn't you get me something else for my birthday? It's literally a death spiral.
yeah,
Because that's gonna make him want to do less, and then you're gonna be even more pissed you're getting less.
Mm.
So you ultimately have to just know who you're choosing, and then just stay grateful the entire time.
So, for all the messages out there for all the skinnies, stop. Be nice. Okay? Because y'all have got to be nice. Because, no offense, if you are not bringing ass and titties,
Bro,
you have got to be nice.
It's bold of you to think that they struggle more than.
That is not a bold
are-
statement.
Yeah, it's pretty bold.
I
though.
personally prefer a skinnier woman over a thickums, and we all know this. But I think I'm not the only one in this room.
I know. I agree. I
Okay,
agree.
Again, we are actively at war with A&T. As a podcast,
What is this we shit?
We,
No, we
as
are.
a podcast,
brought
are
this up
actively.
earlier.
We said this last week, but I think you were too drunk to remember this. We
Oh,
are
probably.
actively at war with A&T simply because we are trying to be more popular than it, right?
Mhm.
Well,
Well,
there is no fucking
therefore,
chance.
Even then, you have to understand it's not that we're trying to, beat them in a polls race. We're trying to completely dethrone
Yes.
what is valued in our
Yes.
country. And that doesn't mean that we're calling it worthless, but
It
we're
is.
saying that it does not deserve the top spot which it currently has.
Yeah.
I want to hurt your feelings so bad right now.
I mean, God's design, right?
No,
It's perfect.
No,
However,
yes, it is.
it has been demonstrably skewed.
Mhm.
no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Its priority has been
It's
unjustly provided to it. It is,
Confusion
No,
was not
no.
originally a Pokemon attack. It was the devil's preferred choice of
Big,
warfare.
thick, juicy asses.
now, I had a little bit of advice for the
No,
relationship that's
no,
currently
no,
no, going through a death spiral.
I-
Okay.
All
okay,
right.
Well, this
Because
is
I,
this is a side note.
go
This
ahead,
is-
Furman.
No. This is a side note. This is a side note.
What's
For
your,
you.
What's your side note?
No, side note is big, thick, juicy booties and boobies are fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not.
Okay,
I'm
well,
saying
you're-
we're trying to dethrone them from the top spot.
This
Yeah.
we shit you people.
I want when you go on fucking Twitter.com and you're scrolling through and you see Sydney Sweeney's massive rack. You just keep on scrolling.
Yeah, hit
You
not
don't even
interested.
look at it.
Hit not interested in that shit.
But when you see this pod, you click, damn, very interesting.
Yeah, you click and you watch the whole thing, then you like and you reshare it, and then you comment.
BBWs are my top research pick on
I'm
fucking
somebody
Reddit.
who literally on social media hits not interested the moment I see an e-thought. Every video that pops up, not interested,
Yep.
not interested, not
Every
interested.
time.
It's not a moral issue for me. It's a power issue. I'm not giving that bitch my eyes. Fuck 'em.
I agree with that 100%. 100%.
I would literally watch a girl that is a BBW fart on her own feet
Yep.
rather than go ahead and watch Sydney Sweeney. Fuck you, Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, so you're also anti-Sweeney at least.
Yes.
I think that you have to look at it like this. I think that you have to reframe your mind to not be interested in superficial shit. And A&T, that's superficial shit, bro. You didn't do, I mean, like, you know, it's not enough. I think that it's okay to, you know, find those things attractive. But at the end of the day, man, that's not why you get with somebody if you're expecting the longest of terms, because eventually, you know, the only two things that don't fade are your eyes and conversation.
Oh,
Those two things remain and outlast everything else.
If men just live by a rule, I don't engage with a woman unless she's physically present in my life. Just that rule alone. Imagine how much society would change.
That's literally my exact life, bro.
Like,
I don't talk to a woman
yeah.
unless she's my wife.
I mean, just imagine how good that would be for society. The whole porn industry collapse. The whole fucking Snapchat collapse. Instagram is bankrupt. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Those apps live off ass and titties. They're ass and titty machines.
And also with those steps, the progression ends up drastically less child porn. Wouldn't that be a beautiful society? Where our, like, you know, the people
Where
that
is ass and titties in child porn? You fucking retard.
my God, Furman, listen,
You
bro.
are so fucking
seem to think- you
retarded.
seem to
Are
think-
you drinking your own drool right now? I'm drinking this pink drink.
we all
right
are
now.
a little.
Oh my God. Okay, look, you guys are talking about losing your sense of hearing and touch. Okay, that's fine.
Are we?
What?
Just to
That is
see
not
ass
what
and
I
titties?
what I.
Okay,
picked up.
then what did you say?
I'm
saying you could feel them. You can't
exactly
hear them or see them.
True.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a
Okay.
good point.
but you can still feel them.
Right, and there's
Yeah.
there's actually some sweet wholesomeness to that. The issue
There,
The issue-
and St. John is out of the room.
the reason that I am hating is because of, you know, it's really unfortunate to see something that's intended to be beautiful and divine perverted into something that's just, it's lackluster and superficial, and that's not what it is.
He's watching the wrong channels.
I'm not actually. Matter of fact, I am watching the right channels, and this particular channel is between me and logic, and my logic,
and
the logic
God.
in my brain is telling me, man, what if you didn't worship body parts? What if instead you worshipped divinity and you worshipped what was good? And that makes way more sense to me. I think that what you have going on is what I would like to call being a delinquent who it's because it's so normalized and the perversion isn't actually seen as an issue. I mean, even right now, you're stroking a metaphorical Johnson, bro. Think back in the day, somebody would say, oh, you're being such a rube, a plebeian, something interesting. Instead, you're just stroking Casper Shaft. And that's what I'm getting at. Okay? That's what I'm getting at. I need a second, guys.
Oh, no. See, the problem is that you're boiling it down to something that you can't fucking explain. Look, it's human.
Well, I would ask you this, Furman, because you can agree the debauchery probably isn't the best course of action.
Oh, yeah, no, I hate it.
How would you?
I imbibe in it.
How would you? What would your advice be on ending it? Like, if you had to take a step or you had a plan to end it, what would you say?
Oh, it's so easy. Chemical castration.
Okay.
No.
Mister.
stupid,
Oh,
bro.
everything
That's a dumb
has to be
answer.
so pure.
No, but
oh
at least
my
intelligent.
God.
Can we at least agree we
Oh.
need an intelligent answer here,
Oh
not
my
just chemical
God.
castration?
Oh, man.
What does that solve? Guys are still going to look at A&T. That's right. That's what I
Well,
was
they
for you, St.
probably
John.
won't. Without
No,
the balls
they're
you
definitely
want
going
at
to,
that
and they're just going to start murdering women. That's the next step after chemical castration.
I mean, maybe.
Because where else do you get out your jollies? Where else do you de-stress? I'll tell you. All these kids playing GTA are going to know one thing and one thing only, and that's death.
Eunuchs are traditionally non-violent.
Oh yeah,
but
name
they're like
one.
they're like
Name one.
oriented. in
Name
different
one.
way.
Are
Name-
these eunuchs, voluntarily eunuchs?
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
fuck them if they don't want to be. But if they're gonna be
That's not consent oriented.
extra, however, I would like you to go ahead and name a single one that has been chemically castrated.
A
Name
single
one.
What?
Name
a man?
one.
Name
You.
one man. I don't know
You.
anybody that's been chemically castrated.
It's a shocker. It's probably because
Shock
they
my
no
ass.
longer have that.
Let's see your
urge.
shocked face.
Oh man! Well,
Oh, wow.
One second,
That's
AK.
that's
one
pure
second, AK.
flabbergastion.
Let me give you a second to go ahead and get your shock face on.
You may not be able to tell it, but in his wild habitat, Matt is flummoxed. Let me
yeah,
tell you.
nah. So
Bewildered.
that
Taken aback.
see, there be the issue, matey. There be the issue. Chemical castration basically takes all that need, all that want, all that problem right out the equation.
Who told? Wait, all right. So who told you it
That's
was a
not
need?
true, bro.
So you're saying men who sleep around can be given a voluntary program to castrate themselves?
Bingo.
Okay.
They could just be monks.
That's
So-
basically the same thing.
But what happens when these men who want to castrate themselves because they're so fucking delinquent and then they just don't do it because it's a very hard thing to do?
Then we kill them.
And we now see why we are not voting Furman into the McNairy County.
Well, it's
Council.
okay. I won't be in the presidency.
Yeah, thank
I
God.
see how it is.
So you sign up saying, I want to castrate myself. And then if you don't follow through after a set time, we show up and we kill you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
I think we're going to get a lot of guys signing up for this.
Oh yeah.
okay. Let me go ahead and make this loud on the mic. Fuck those fucking fuckers that think that graping people and doing sexual assault are okay. I hope we find not just a wood chipper. I hope we
We're talking
burn
about
them.
just the sleeper.
Yeah, we're not even talking about guys that are doing
Casual
it against
sex
people's
culture.
will.
Oh.
I think
Oh,
Furman.
that's fine.
Hold on, Furman.
Okay,
I got
so you
something
don't
for
have
you.
a problem with that.
No, that's fine. But the
Do
people
you think
that
it's good for society?
yes, I'm sorry. Everybody that's watching on the podcast right now, I want to go ahead and tell you,
Cut his mic.
I will surely myself
If you
slit
ask.
every throat.
Can I just
with
ask,
a gun pointed at your balls.
why are we saying fucking, but we won't say the word rape?
And St. John is
Well, that's
getting
him.
demonetized.
Why?
No money for this
Is
episode.
it because of the episode? Because of the pod?
no,
Yeah, yeah.
Furman has said it multiple
Our-
times.
Our videos haven't gotten. We're doing the same numbers, so our videos
But
are getting
regardless, I
blacklisted.
do think that anybody that takes advantage of somebody else
Well, yeah.
should be
That's-
put.
Yeah,
A
that's
fair
not what we
assessment.
were talking
Yeah,
about.
what we're
It
trying to.
still
Hold on.
is.
Yes, wait, listen, bro. Your take there is correct. What we're getting at here, though, is how can we solve the problem of A and T being put upon the pedestal that it's on? And I'll tell you, it's by reframing how we see it. It's not an object to satisfy a quick feeling, a quick pleasure that you want to feel, and it's re-establishing the beauty and divinity of it. And to do that, you have to first convince men that, life is more than ass and titties. And it's a very difficult thing to do. Clearly, you've grown up in this world and the world's got its hand on your balls. Whenever you jack off, bro, okay? Whenever you do that, whenever the demons get a hold of you and you decide to do that, bro, let me tell you something.
You make an
The
angel
devil,
cry. I
you know how
know.
gay it is, bro? Do you watch porn currently?
Not
Wait, actually, it's matter for
anything-
you. You're bisexual. This isn't a good
Not
point.
anything.
I realize
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
What were you gonna say though?
I was gonna say if you're
No,
jacking
Frank
off,
was
it's
gonna
it's
answer.
gay.
Furman was gonna answer it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, 1 second. Let me just.
So do you watch?
No, I just gotta go ahead and get my makeup up, right? But I want to go ahead and tell you,
Tell me.
you're fucking retarded,
I hear it every Wednesday.
dude. every single time that you see a set of ass and titties, that is a blessing of God given to you.
No. Every time that you see your
I'm not gonna
significant
be able to
other,
finish my point.
you've interrupted me
He
7
won't let you
times.
finish your fully.
He has
thought out
interrupted me
point.
7 times. I don't want to hear his whining. Okay,
No,
He did let you finish that last full point though.
he did.
Mm.
I will turn my other cheek.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's a good cheek.
So how
And now
thorough
there's
can
a
this
third
get?
cheek.
Oh my god.
And now he's running.
Hey, he managed to dodge the monkey lamp.
He did.
At least it's better than
Well,
spilling the juice.
I just gotta know. Are we talking about the financial segment today?
No, it looks like we're gonna be ending
Yeah, I can
on
give a
Bible fights.
very quick brief finance.
Do we need Frickalicious for it?
He should always be here because he's the worst with finances.
Well, we can wait on that.
Yeah, we
So,
can give
yeah.
him like
But
5.
it'll be real quick.
We can wait on that because the one thing I would like to talk about was the entire thing that's been everybody's topic this week,
Oh, are we
the
talking about?
diarrhea.
the diarrhea outbreak.
Oh, is that finance or is that just diarrhea?
No, I want to talk
Because-
about this in general, but I figured the finance segment will be 5 minutes. We can insert it anywhere. I just want to put it on your radar.
Okay, well, in the meantime, while
I'm
we
kinda
wait for
convinced that
Fricky.
Crunchwrap Furman gave me had the parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I unfortunately poisoned everybody in the cast. I gave them chalupas. And
Well, actually, you know what? I didn't order anything.
Yeah.
I just ordered a Baja Blast, but
that-
it was
that
made in
was
the
included.
same building
Yeah.
as the rest of that food.
and
I
I
did-
also
I did hit the
offered
vape.
a Jägermeister to help.
Well, so I'm
Fix
in a weird
things.
situation right now with it because so I freshly started carnivore. Right? I'm only eating meat. And people who do that, they always end up with diarrhea the first few days or like a week into it. And I've had that experience. But the timing with the crunch wrap, very odd, lining up with this parasite. And I've never had it worse than I'm having it now.
Well, I will
I've
say
never had a worse transition to carnivore in my life.
the common consensus is that the symptoms don't arrive until 2 weeks after you're exposed to it.
Indeed.
And it would have been
1 week.
See, that's even weirder because
was it
I've had.
last week.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
I
No, it
would,
wasn't.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
It
I've
was,
had.
last week he was drunk and there was no Taco Bell. It was at least 2 weeks ago.
No, I have
know.
proof that it was last
No,
week
it was last week. You're right.
because the bottle of whatever Jack Daniels that he brought
Yeah.
has the Taco Bell sticker on it.
I
in
could have
this trash
swore it
can.
was
So
the
the
week that he got his
symptoms
van
probably
stuck
would've-
here.
Man.
It's probably just the carnivore transition.
I
But
think
it's
it is.
been a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I
And it
mean,
normally never is for me.
What is your purpose in doing the carnivore? Just to slim up?
I'm trying to still solve my mental health crisis. I haven't fully recovered from it, and I have to get back to normal. I feel like I'm a psychotic person, but I have to find a way to get back. And on carnivore, I always felt the best mentally, like out of anything I've ever tried. I remember I went back because a statement still haunts me. I told somebody, I don't see how people live not on this diet. That's how good I felt. And so I'm like, I could go into all the details on why I think it's the right decision and what I'm going to do in the future. But I basically got drawn back to it because I never got back to where I wanted to be. And I'm still trying to figure it out.
So what meats do you mostly eat when you're on the diet? What do you stick with?
So believe it or not, so far I've eaten exclusively ribeyes. I fortunately can afford that kind of diet. It's quite expensive.
he's rich as fuck.
But just ribeyes so far. I generally will eat eggs, ground beef, and ribeye. I'm gonna start mixing it up here soon. I just bought a couple ribeyes when I started.
Tilapia is pretty good, I'm pretty sure, in terms of lean protein.
Yeah.
That's not carnivore, but
yes, it
also,
is.
Yeah, fish is.
Yeah, it is, man.
Fish is meat, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Since when?
Okay, a frog is also meat.
Yeah, it's like
Frog
So is a
legs?
goat.
Now that's a diet.
It's a
Yeah.
carnivore diet, not a beef and chicken diet.
Okay, so in terms of nutrients, are you truly getting everything your body needs just from meat?
For the most part, there's a few supplements I take with it, which doesn't counteract it. And there are many people who've had multiple years on this diet that we know personally.
Yes. Crazy N.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, but
that
there's
guy.
multiples who
Well,
have done it.
That crazy N is eating Wagyu
Your
every
gut
day.
biodiversity goes way down, and you lose a lot of what people would deem as gut health. But generally, if you stick with it, people end up with a far healthier gut. Because the inflammation is so low, and there's so fewer like microtoxins you end up ingesting because you're not eating really anything processed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my two questions here for you. And I'll ask both of them so you can give both answers. One being, does the particular brand, and are there any like key buzzwords you look for on a package to decide that's going to be good for this diet? And then my second question, immediately following the specifics of that, is how long do you have to be on the diet to experience the effects that you're looking for? Kind of like maybe like a 1 to 3 days, a week, 2
Yeah.
weeks, a month. Kind of
You-
like, I want to see what the progression looks like from your point
you
of
need
view.
at least a month. I've done multiple stints that were about 3 months. I've done like 3 or 4 of those.
Mhm.
Felt great every time. There are some pictures I could find to show you guys. Like, I've never been more shredded in my life. Like, visible 6-pack abs, absolutely cut.
Were you working out also?
No, that
Less.
was season
So
one.
you got a shredded 6-pack from a carnivore diet without doing ab workouts?
I'm consistent at working out, but shifting to the diet, you get really weak when you start because your body's used to using carbs. It's very hard to continue doing your general workouts. So I was doing them far less when I got into carnivore. And yeah, whatever muscle you probably have, you're going to keep, and you're just going to get really lean. The thing is, it's going to preserve your muscle while you lose weight. Because a big issue with losing weight is a lot of people lose muscle with it. If you're on carnivore, you're not going to lose your muscle while you're losing weight.
You're just like trimming the fat pretty much.
Yeah. Well, the body has to swap to burning fat for the fuel.
What about in terms of so like what supplements are you actually using, and also does having like any cheat moments of carbs screw up this plan?
It will in the short term. If you're a long-term carnivore, I would say you're over a month. When you're over a month, your body's conditioned, and you have 1 carb meal a week, you can basically do it without any issues. You're gonna still reap all the benefits. You're not gonna have any consequences. But you got to go at least a month raw to really see the effect and for your gut to fully adapt.
Okay, so then my question immediately following that would be, once you've gotten a month to 3 months into the carnivore diet, how if it's cutting the fat, how do you bulk?
You have to eat a lot of meat. Like, you have to just eat when you don't want to. That's the thing about it, is the only way to really bulk on carnivore is to genuinely eat when you don't want to. Like,
Could you not also perhaps carnivore diet for, let's just say 2 months for an average number here.
mhm.
Do 2 months of carnivore, then you switch off the carnivore and you just start bulking calories,
Yeah.
and then you do that for like, however long it takes to get to the size you want, and then go
switch-
back to the carnivore.
Well,
Well,
the
I would
switch
tell
to
you.
the carnivore, or the switch from the carnivore to something else, is going to mess you up.
Yeah.
In what ways?
So
Gut biome.
Like you're not going to be used to eating that.
yeah. So probably, I just want to give you my experience with it. I've done it successfully a couple times. Like, came off of it fine without any real issues. I'm beginning to largely suspect what set all of this off for me in the first place was doing a very quick carnivore with a very harsh swap off. So, like, prior to my wedding, I was on carnivore. And as soon as, the wedding hit, I'm eating the cake, I'm eating junk food. We go on the honeymoon, nothing but, you can
Sugar.
imagine.
Sugar.
Alcohol, junk food, meals, of course, but just a lot of junk. And then Christmas and the holidays come up. And I suspect because what it lowers your gut diversity so much. It's very like if you give it the bad stuff, the bad gut bacteria is going to be what facilitates your gut. So you can really fuck yourself up if you do it for a brief period and then go straight to bulking. Like bulking often involves eating junk. Not always. There's clean bulks, but it's harder to do. I wouldn't recommend it. And it's part of why I went back on carnivore now. Is I really think I may have fucked myself up doing it for like a 1 month period and then eating nothing but trash for like 3 weeks. And it's been basically the issue with me for like 8 months now.
Yeah, and it's also the difference between like eating leafy greens, all that jazz. Well,
partially the leafy greens part is the same reason you want to be particular about where you're getting your meats. Like you don't want hormone grown chicken. You want grass fed beef and free range chickens probably.
Yeah. Oh well,
and you want organic vegetables. Like I worked on a farm where that's what we do. We are like they are a USDA certified organic farm. Everything they do. Like so there's no added pesticides that are toxic and all this stuff that you get from all of this produce brought to Walmart or wherever else, because those are from like these mega farms where the quality's not inspected. And I know you're rolling your eyes, Furman, but that's like if you're gonna be on carnivore and do veggies, you have to pick good veggies.
Well,
you're gonna fuck yourself up by adding something in.
I was actually
going
to ask that. I was going to ask when on carnivore, can you like? I know obviously if it's a diet, you're restricting what you eat, but is eating like fruit in the morning and vegetables? This is a big problem.
Fruit especially is a problem. If you go vegetables, then you can basically just assume the keto diet. Keto is just a no to very low carb diet. And it has similar effects of carnivore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Are you going to be miserable? You said weak when you first start out. So here's another, couple of questions.
Because of the transition.
How long will you remain in that weak state? Number one. Number two, when on carnivore, if you can push through the weakness and continue to spam your workouts. And I don't work out like a strenuous amount. I work out 3 times a week, as consistent as I can. Can you still gain that? Can you still get bigger and the muscle grow?
So I would say,
those two questions are important to me.
It really boils down to your level of fitness already, your level of developed muscle. If you're somebody who's already kind of near their peak, you're not going to be able to do that. But if you're a beginner or more of a beginner to gaining muscle, you can pretty much go against the golden rule, which is you can't be at a caloric deficit and gain muscle at the same time. But beginners can. So like if you don't have 1 to 2 years of consistent working out under your belt, you can still gain muscle while losing weight.
Yeah. Cool.
No, but I'm sorry.
Because I've not been consistent for even, I continue to find myself missing weeks and for various reasons. But I've still the only day I've consistently hit has been chest day, which is to me like obviously the rest is important to me, but getting my chest worked on, as long as that happens, I'm not super upset.
In terms of weakness, I'd say it mostly subsides within the first 1 to 2 weeks. But you're never going to get the oomph that you get eating carbs when you work out. Like carbs give you just a more explosive power.
Okay, can I break it to him?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I want everybody on the chat, St. John, please don't cut away from me. I want them to see the tears fall from his face. Come here. You're gonna be a Thinums.
I'm already thin, bro.
Sorry.
I'm already thin, man.
I'm sorry. You can get a little thicker, but God bless you. You are going to be able to run till your 60s.
I'm already thin, dude.
I know.
How am I gonna get how much more thin? I feel like so currently I'm not like loaded with muscle, and I weigh like around 195.
And it hurts so bad.
How many pounds do you think I'd drop after a month on carnivore if I'm still
Like
consistently
30.
working out?
Oh,
Do you really? Because I have weighed this weight for multiple
so the first
years.
time I did carnivore, I lost 15 pounds in 3 weeks, which is kind of insane.
Okay,
But I did.
he's never gonna be able to grab
So you're
more
saying
than
you're
10
saying there's a
pounds.
possibility that I weigh like 170 at my size? Because I think,
It's
honestly,
okay.
here's the thing.
It's
Well, you're already
okay.
kinda
It's
thin.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Rick.
was gonna say. Like, I wonder how much
okay.
I'm, because like I'm down from 220, 225 since high school, and now I'm down to 195. I feel like, if I'm continuously working out also and trying to build muscle and on the carnivore, I don't feel like I'd lose that much weight. And if I did, I'd be upset about it because I wouldn't want to get on it to lose weight. I just want to shred,
Right.
as you said, and also whatever mental clarity you're talking about would also be.
It
Would be,
was
would be
something.
nice.
I'm
So
trying to find these.
can I?
pictures
My
real quick.
question is, can I do this without like? I don't want to look anorexic. You know what I mean? If I'm eating, like, how many times a day would you eat? Because I eat a lot now.
Twice. When I really got to it, I would just eat like 2 pounds of meat in one meal.
Oh wow!
In the evenings.
What were
Just
their
once a
names?
day, 2
Derek
pounds?
or Terry?
2 pounds.
And you'd run off that for a full day,
Mm-hmm.
and you wouldn't feel hungry.
No, you stop feeling hungry completely. The 3 times I've done it, at some point you just stop feeling hungry ever.
I like that. Because if I eat at 8 a.m. and then don't eat again until 5, around anywhere from 12 to 2, I begin to feel this sensation where I can only describe it as wanting to lick the salt off of a can. You know what I mean? It's like I would just lick the Ziploc bag that the food was in to feel anything. Like it's kind of a
I've been there.
problem.
So
I was
what
there
we're saying then though is that the way to avoid the poop outbreak is to either go keto or go carnivore. Is that what we're saying?
Was
Well,
that when we started?
That wouldn't avoid it
Why wouldn't it?
because it's on lettuce.
That's what I'm saying. You get organic, locally grown lettuce.
Yeah, you'd be
He's
fine.
saying the keto wouldn't work because
Yeah,
of the
I'm
lettuce.
saying keto.
You'd also feel better.
Well, I'm just
In
wondering-
general, you might just stick
Okay,
to
so
keto.
if you let's say you do the carnivore for like a couple months, and then you decide you're going to slip in a few veggies, that's going to screw your system up.
yeah.
You just do it very.
If you do it very gradually, then you're fine.
How gradually are we talking? We talking like a bean per meal?
Like
probably
cut up one bell pepper and put it in with your stuff,
You can also, if you're a seasoned carnivore,
and then move from there.
I won't name the name, but I know him. We all know him. If you're a seasoned carnivore, you can, like I said, probably not twice a week, but once a week, incorporate a meal that has other variety. It sounds kind of dumb, and hokey. It'll keep your body up to date, a little up to date on the other food groups. You never want.
So you're like once a week, get some fruits and veggies and
This
carbs
body
in
is
your
a
body.
machine.
No, because that's what's got the Taco Bell. What?
Eventually, but like eventually that won't
Yeah,
be.
well, you don't want to be eating
Was
Taco
it
Bell.
called psychosporiasis?
but
Is that what it's called?
Okay, so
It starts with a C. The parasite currently.
Yeah, I thought it was something. I thought it was like psoriasis
I'll look it
or
up.
something.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds
no,
about right.
yeah, and I want to go ahead and make a very good point here.
Psychosporiasis, like spores or something.
Yes, your psoriasis.
Not
Now,
psoriasis, sporiasis. I
ow,
thought.
fuck it. I want to punch you so hard.
Cyclospora.
Cyclospora.
The point being is that if it's been designated to a certain spot, it's only between certain vegetables and meats, which would be ground beef.
Again, we don't know that for sure. That's speculative.
Okay,
We think it has to do with lettuce and other vegetables.
Damn, bro, you speculate.
and
And,
fruit.
and Michigan and
Oh, I know
Ohio
you didn't
are
just say that
affected
to
the
me.
most.
Yeah, like
and-
3,000
And
cases or
symptoms
something.
seem to be happening 2 weeks after exposure,
okay. Well, I've been
which
having
is why it's hard to trace.
Well, regardless, I've been having explosive diarrhea for a long time, and well, frankly, I eat a lot of Taco Bell, so
That could be
Here's a good question. I think. Go ahead.
no, you
No,
Go
go
for
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. No, my question's going to take away from what you have to say. Go ahead.
Oh, no, because I can definitely poop on you if I need to.
Oh. All right, Amber Heard. Let's keep that down to a minimum. I was going to ask, what are the long-term effects of the carnivore?
Yeah, it's more recent. More of a recent phenomenon. So there's not a lot of people who have done it for very long period. Jordan Peterson,
He's
one
probably
that's
the most famous
off
to have
the
done
top, and he's currently,
He's
going through psychosis.
What?
But that's more related to he's dropped out of the public eye for like a year.
it. Well, he went on
got on
carnivore to try
benzos.
and kind of try and help his body because he had some kind of disease. I'm trying to remember.
Hold
what it
on a
was.
second. He hasn't been out
Psychosis.
for over a year. I saw him.
He's been out for over a year.
He's been out for a while, bro.
What? I
Mhm.
could have swore like just within the last few months I've seen him talk about
They're
something.
still putting
recently.
his clips up. The
Yes,
Daily
but
Wire.
I thought he did
still
some.
putting his clips.
Okay, hold on. I should trust you, but I'm not.
Well, he might have
Oh.
done some content, but he got on benzos like I forget the exact brand, but
May 25th, 2025. It's over a
Xanax.
year.
as a
2025?
benzo.
Well, it has been over a year. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
I thought Benzos was a brand, not a.
It's a type of drug.
Huh.
Xanax is a benzo, but he got on those like 4 or 5 years ago. In Russia, he had some condition and he got addicted to benzos, and that's what made him have the mental issues. Likely not the carnivore. And his daughter also has been doing carnivore longer than he has. So those are the longest cases I know of. But I would say obviously be careful with it. I feel like I could very well be a cautionary story at the moment. I can't attest, I can't confirm that it's because I got off carnivore so poorly that I've been going through all this, but it's a good chance.
Gut health is like extremely meticulous isn't the word I was going to
Well, it's important.
Yeah, it's way more important than you'd think. The amount of problems that boil down to your gut being the issue.
So there's something called a fecal transfer, which is where you
yeah.
take somebody else's fecal matter and have it like surgically put into your colon. And funny enough, like if you look up studies with people who have bipolar or schizophrenia, there's multiple cases of people being cured from a fecal transplant.
I would rather
That's
stay
crazy,
bipolar.
actually. No way.
Bipolar particular is more successful than schizophrenia.
I would rather fucking die
But
bipolar.
look it up and tell me if there's some.
I'll see if that's real.
Stool is cool. That's what False Graves is getting at this evening.
No,
But
it's just saying that lobsters should not go ahead and fucking have goddamn shit from other people shoved inside them. Jesus Christ. Have you not been listening to the program the entire time? When
It
did
says a
we-
few individuals have experienced surprising relief from bipolar symptoms after receiving FMT.
yeah.
FMT. Its cousin
Fecal matter
DMT, I think,
transfer.
has cured more issues.
Well, I think I would sooner fucking hang myself.
Bro, don't do that. Just try dimethyltryptamine or
Yeah,
ayahuasca.
no. Already having a man enter me when
All
I
right.
don't want it.
Here, this is
and
a fun
it's
question.
somebody else's shit.
I would like to divert away from FMT.
I was going to say, we have 2 more topics to cover.
Oh, well, what I was about to say is
But,
not a
go
topic
ahead.
on the list.
All right, come on.
I was just
go
going to
on.
ask your guys' opinion on a man who is trying to establish a spiritual walk with he who has created the cosmos. Do you think that experimenting with things such as DMT and ayahuasca is furthering yourself from such a relationship, or do you think that it's just?
I've got a very pointed take on that.
I would love a profound take here.
Yeah, so I've always thought, when you look at these people, they very rarely are the God sayers. They're often the spiritual types. So like I had this experience and then they talk about the oneness and the universe and we're all one consciousness. But they don't really tend to go out and support the Christian God, right? Or at least it tends not to be the
Jesus
case.
doesn't end up being where they're oriented.
Right.
Sure.
And so I do think part of me thinks that the consciousness we have really wasn't meant to be altered to that state. Like, God made it this way for a reason. And while we're obviously have the liberty to experiment, I'm not so sure we're intended to. Like,
Well-
it's almost like looking past the veil, maybe.
Well, what's the point in those substances being on Earth then? Like,
Right.
I mean, because sure, the argument could be made, well, there are berries that you could eat that would kill you and you wouldn't eat those. But this seemingly open some people who may not be creative or open, to feelings such as this. It really seems to put them in a state of vulnerability that they might actually find themselves willing to submit to the higher power that's created them, and
Yeah, I
also see
think-
it through a different lens, or as the Bible would put it, the scale. Maybe you're trying to force the scales off of your eyes.
I think it opens you up 100%. It deconditions you. But I think it's kind of like part of the formula. You have to choose God.
Sure.
Like, there's nothing that brings you, like, that you can take that just brings you closer to God. And I think that exists because part of it is meant to be a choice. So if you come out of an experience feeling more open and more vulnerable, I think you then have to do the work of looking that way.
Well, what if you already?
1 second before you do, if I may. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go ahead and get round up for Bible fights.
How is this a Bible fight, Furman?
Oh, because
Well,
I'm
not yet.
about to fucking whoop some ass. You go first.
All right, we'll let Furman talk, then Frick talk, and then I'll give my take, and then we'll move on. How about that?
Okay.
I
Okay.
like it.
Now, I do agree with you that hallucinogens are a very divisive issue, that things can positively be made from them, but not necessarily be made by them. Now, taking mushrooms, okay, that's great. However, just as likely as you are to go ahead and start up a church or a chaffrey or love your fellow man or figure out that, your dad really wasn't the problem or anything like that, you're just as likely to go ahead and think that the devil is wearing Prada and you should go ahead and burn babies in an orphanage. So, passing the mic.
Thank God. Let me take that torch from you, buddy, and light it with a different kind of light. What I'm essentially trying to get out here is that if you it's not necessary. There are things that are permissible but not good for us, and just because we can do it doesn't mean that we should do it. But if you take something that's intended to, if you take mushrooms and you already know that it puts you in a different state of mind to understand something, and your goal in doing it is, I want to, understand this at a deeper level because I'm not getting it. And I think that, if you really do have Jesus as the centerpiece to the table in your mind, I don't know that it's necessarily evil, but I think that the question really boils down to, did you really need that, or was your faith just lacking?
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I've struggled with that. I think that, if you think you have to go to Brazil and take a drug to understand God, then you're not searching in the right places.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate thing I've just come across, because I really do enjoy the thought of, altering your state. I really like that idea, because it feels as though you are not necessarily killing your ego, but it feels like you are forcing your individualism to take a back seat momentarily while you attempt to wade through oneness. And, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I think we've said some
have
some
got
good things.
We gotta fire this fucking hippie.
Yeah, man, you can fire me.
Wading through oneness, one lantern at a time.
It's
Bro, give me a fist bump for that one. That was tough. That was a good clip right there.
it is my opinion that it is a tool, as you're describing, that altering your mind state and your, as you would say, you might even say your perspective, can grant you a better grasp on the universe. Which is, why I like to consume art from different people I may not agree with. Same reason, but with different application. So I do see the psycho drugs as some kind of tool, but I think most of the people who are searching that out aren't using it in a way that's beneficial to them.
Yeah, productive.
Yeah.
ways.
And so that's why I hesitate to even touch it, even look at it.
Okay,
I
well,
know it
let's-
doesn't work
let's-
for me, right? But
yeah,
also,
it's definitely not because you're a nerd. But
sure.
Yeah.
But you made me lose my train of thought a little bit there.
I'm
But
sorry.
essentially what I'm trying to say is that it can be a slippery slope for people who are not prepared to use it.
Sure, but let's enter a hypothetical here, okay? You have come across a few grams of 1-ups, the greeny meanies, and they're sitting in front of you, and you have an evening to yourself. You've got a Bible. I would assume you're the kind of guy that probably prays quite frequently, or at least as frequent as you can, and you have these things all at your disposal. Do you think that you would be making the wrong choice
To get closer
to
to
eat the
God.
mushrooms and then dive into something that's that profound?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
definitely.
because I don't foresee my faith being improved by that.
Oh God, you guys are. So...
I've taken mind altering drugs before. I'm not a fan of them. I don't think they brought me closer anywhere.
Well, what were you doing
Except-
now?
What was I doing?
Yeah, what were you doing?
Too many things at once.
Too many to count. You wouldn't believe the things St. John has taken at once.
I think my point is that the veil is opened to you by these things. And you are
Jeez.
able to see real spiritual beings. And like any good liar, they use part of the truth to convince you of something.
Wait, seeing spiritual beings?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Okay. Am I the only one who's seen spiritual beings taking psychedelics?
I have.
Okay.
Okay,
My
1 second.
mine is very much limited to whatever is in this sandbox. I have never seen
Okay.
something outside of what I already know is physical reality.
I think my point is
Maybe you just don't have. You don't hallucinate very strongly.
I don't.
I do.
I see patterns, and my thinking changes, and I become very self-aware, but I never see anything that's not there. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that the spiritual realm's not right there, anyways. But I've never actually seen another being,
Okay,
and that might be that may mean that I've not plunged,
Well, it might
which
be
is probably
good.
a good thing for me.
yeah, that may
but-
be a good thing.
Okay.
You may be
I mean,
protected in that sense.
But here's the thing: I almost can bet that in terms of shrooms, I've taken more than you. So I don't understand why my mind doesn't do the hallucination thing.
I don't know.
because you haven't taken acid, kid.
I
Let me
have.
Go ahead and.
I have done, and I wasn't going to admit this because my grandparents ever see this, they might scold me. But I have taken acid, and even
no.
then, I think it's because whatever, however I'm designed is hearing, because that's really where everything changes for me.
Okay.
6 tabs.
And so it's not like I don't see things.
It's not a competition for a minute.
Whenever I'm listening to something,
It really is.
it's a whole different. I'm not
Yeah.
listening to the same thing. That's why, for example, my favorite thing I've ever heard on anything was that day listening to Mr. Blue Sky, and it completely changed my entire everything I
get
liked about
that.
that song. And it was,
Yeah.
and I was in a dark room. I also listened to the entire Mac Miller Swimming album
Yeah,
in the same
that's
state.
another great one.
Bro, it just changed the whole thing for me. But I didn't see anything, and every time I've
I
ever done
can't believe-
something,
That's crazy.
it's so weird to me because everyone's always like,
Hey, bro, you want to see some green aliens running around with shotguns? Oh,
I don't-
take this shit.
I don't see that, but
why is it called Jedi mindfuck if I'm still just
Yeah.
in the room?
I don't know.
regardless, let's let AK
Yeah,
and
so-
St. John
Yeah,
weigh
Continue your
in.
point. Sorry about that.
All I was trying to say is I think often people who do hallucinate, I don't really believe that's hallucinating. I do think they're actually seeing something from the spiritual realm. And I think that these minor beings have an inclination to lie to you in a way that you most believe it. And so then you
maybe.
become these spiritual people who aren't dedicated to a religion or anything else, because they were told in a dream, quote unquote, that it was the way.
And you had this kind of encounter?
I have not had an encounter specifically like that, but I've heard many of accounts like that.
Well, I
Okay.
think if you are, obviously
That's why I think it's dangerous.
you obviously can't
That's why I
be
think it can be dangerous.
100% knowledgeable, but if you know a lot of the core values and your trust is as much in him as it can be,
Right.
I feel like you can probably navigate that with a little more ease.
I don't disagree with your point, but let me just say that's my exact argument for GTA 6.
Well, I can also go ahead and say that people are fucking liars.
Sure.
Now, AK Baby Do, what you got? Hallucinogens,
Yeah.
pro or con?
Well, I think if you can get to God without them, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I've taken them before as well. But the first time I did them, I did hallucinate. But I came away, I don't know if it's because I was looking for a mission or like truths to take out of it. People are like, I'm looking for answers. I don't know if it's because I was in that mindset, but there was 3 things that I walked away with the first time I ever did them, shrooms. And the first one was I have to fire the worker within me, so to speak. And that's just,
I thought you
I
meant
always have an internal operator, somebody scheming, plotting, manipulating. And I basically, the task was to eliminate him. I was supposed to get rid of him. And I didn't really think that, it just showed up. And then the second thing was trying to remember them.
I remember one of them. Because I remember our conversation about it, actually.
The second thing was
I'm letting him cook.
basically my core persona is a trickster. Like at my core, I just kind of play that role. That's like who I feel I am at essence. So like Loki per se. Just that type of personality is like my spirit. And then the other thing was juggling being a man when I have very feminine characteristics.
Oh, so being a fucking liar and having great tits?
I walked away with those 3 things. And I didn't feel that they were bad.
My favorite thing you told me about your trip was that you said that beneath the man, you will find the nucleus. And beneath the nucleus, or your nucleus in particular, you found a smirk.
Oh, yes.
Bobby
the
Schmirka.
smirk. That was
Bobby
the biggest
Schmirka on
thing.
cap.
It was reducing my essence to one thing. It was the smirk. It's where I felt like all my power comes from. It's the core of who I am. I guess it ties in with saying trickster, but it's the smirk. It's as long as I have an essence to be, I can smirk.
It's the what is it called? The calling card
Mm-hmm.
of your being is a smirk, and I think that's a cool. I think that is an extremely interesting introspective thing to think about, because I've never asked myself, what's my being's calling card.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I'm meant to discover that. I think I'm meant to find that out through the people who know me the most.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And hopefully hopefully it's not my height, because I get so tired of that. It gets actually, who would have thought that was a dull thing to hear?
Yeah. What would it be? What do you think his is, Furman?
God, please, would you two both stop being so fucking retarded? Yes, hallucinogens are made to get closer to God because God is so far away from us that he couldn't
He's
fucking-
actually not.
He's right
He
here from me.
is.
He's actually, bro.
He's in this room.
Where one
no,
or more are gathered.
2 or more.
and even then he's within you, bro.
God is here, but like it just makes it easier. It just makes it like sliding through ice versus sliding through butter
Well,
when you take hallucinogens.
My argument is you open yourself up to everything, not
Ex-
just to God. So you have to be careful, because the things you would normally be protecting against or be protected against are able to access you, and they'll speak to you in a way that typically God does, in a way to lie to you.
There's actually there's
Okay,
a moment in
that's
the
my
Bible.
argument.
There's a time when, and it's the only. This is very interesting to me. So every time Jesus performed a miracle, right, he did it. There was no do-overs. You know, he didn't make mistakes. If he wanted you healed, you were healed. There were no hiccups. There's one guy where he was blind, and he came to Jesus and he said, "Please, you know, heal my blindness." So Jesus spits on his eyes, right? And he doesn't like just see the natural world. He sees he's like he gets a little view into the spirit realm. He sees tree-like figures, which could be angels, and you know, and then Jesus spits in his eyes again, and then he's made whole and he can see.
So Jesus hocked a loogie in a blind guy's eye. Let's move along. What's going on?
Okay, so
Well, if Furman, if you would use your ears, you would hear that he was saying that man saw the spiritual realm.
I'm
Yes,
saying,
and then he also got a second
I'm saying the
loogie
spit
hocked
of
in there.
Jesus could be the first recorded hallucinogen. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay,
was
so Captain Hippie, Jesus could also be claimed to be the first fucking end of a lot of fucking plagues.
You didn't say anything right then that made
I am
sense.
the shroom. I am the DMT.
Yeah, exactly my point.
No,
Which could be true. That honestly, that take it not like a little less trivialized is actually not a weird
Hey
take.
man,
can
you
see
want to
that.
go ahead and have this bread, bro? Don't worry, we got a lot more. Check it out. No,
I feel like you're about to say something important a second ago. Were you was something coming? Okay. Well,
I don't think
But no,
so.
like
Anyways.
I was gonna swap this topic because I think we covered it pretty well.
we've talked about
no,
it. It's very interesting.
well,
I think to me, anyways.
I
No, it
have
was
not
an
even got a
interesting one.
chance to say my high story, you fucks.
We don't.
Was
You
it
have so
about the
many high
Mormons?
stories. We're gonna be here all night.
No, it's the last one that I had. It was,
Is it short?
yes,
Okay.
the year 2022. I know, quite a long time ago. Now, I went ahead and decided that 6 tabs of acid was going to be a very manageable amount, which is not right when going into your job. I'm not going to say which part that I went into, but I'm going to tell you that it rhymes with Walmart. I ended up spending probably 6.5 hours talking to God over waffles.
Allah?
Furman, can I just say that is the most light bringing activity I think I've ever heard you say. It has the whimsy of false graves that we so desire, and you're actively talking to God.
Yeah, and
Hell
no,
yeah, bro.
well, it could be the devil according to you guys.
That's a good point.
It could have been, but I'm
Well,
sure
what
God
did he
likes to
tell
talk
you?
to you about waffles.
Well, I mean,
What did he tell you?
he told me that we were all supposed to be together. He told me that we were all supposed to be some sort of love or fucking or some shit like that.
You were almost onto
So
something
close.
extremely profound right then.
So close.
Dig a little deeper.
He told me that like when we all pass on, that we're all going to be together. Everybody that we ever missed, everybody that we ever loved, everybody that was gone will be together. And you don't have to feel grief or hate or sadness because you shouldn't feel it. Like
Mhm.
they weren't here to make you feel sad when they were missing. It was supposed to be happy because it happened.
Right. And
I sense a sinister undertone.
oh no.
Oh, no. There ain't no sinister to this except for the violent shits I had afterwards.
I actually, so this is quite interesting because I saw a real silver lining. What is the sinister undertone you came across there?
No.
I was
there-
expecting him to turn it around at the end.
Oh,
Alright,
no. Like this is the one time that I'm going to go ahead and give you like a clean hit. Like, dude, this was don't get me wrong, the after effects, you don't want to realize how fucking violently wet the inside of your body is. However, every single second in that Waffle House, I sat there and I listened. I felt a bright, burning presence, not just in my mind, but in something deeper. And I felt a sort of peace that I have never felt since my mom passed. It was one of the sole things in this world that I'll take to the grave. And it told me that one day I would not only see her, that I would be near her. And it made me cry in front of a guy making fucking Denny style eggs, which is super fucking embarrassing. Do not do it. It's terrible.
Don't cry in a Denny's.
Yeah, no, it's a Waffle House. Schmuffle Mouse. I don't want to make sure that we get.
That was actually
trademarked.
beautiful, Furman. Thank you.
Yeah,
Furman finds the light short clip.
fuck you.
The light
I
found
didn't find
Furman, bro.
shit.
The light found Furman.
Which is what happens anyways.
That is what happens.
That's I mean, you have to have an encounter with it to know it's something that's worth seeking.
Yeah, I just had.
I mean,
to
he
take
stands at the door and knocks, bro.
Yeah, no, I just had to take 6 tabs of acid while trying to work at Ballschmart.
I think you know where the door to the light is, but instead of knocking, you concern yourself with things that are on the side of the door, with what you already know and you're familiar with. I think that the step through the door
Because the stepping through the door means change.
and
means you have
change
to
is
change
uncomfortable,
fundamentally.
especially whenever you're set in your ways.
And fuck it, I'll Kool-Aid my way through the goddamn door.
I hope so, Furman.
I also hope so.
I hope so.
They're wishing for your death. You just hear that?
Hell, when I die, I hope that God is so fucking sad that I actually made it in.
He wouldn't be. He'd be ecstatic.
It wouldn't, brother.
I mean, from some of the things he said, yeah, he's gonna be pretty mad if I actually do some good stuff.
He'll probably say something along the lines of, "Dude, I literally created darkness, and somehow you got your liver darker."
No, that's not even it. I just want to go ahead and say for the podcast, I will be dedicating $100 to AK Baby Do, the master of stock markets, tips, tricks, and all the flips. And for those that are here, those that are watching, you have a chance to make a little bit of money. Now, if nobody goes ahead and tells anyone in 10 months that they are the one, which that will be the quote for each chapter.
What are we talking about? Right
Shut up.
I am the one.
Who do you think you are?
This is going
I
to
am.
be the reoccurring chapter. So you have to put I am the one. We will pick at random from our viewers to donate the $100 plus whatever he can make off of that, which I am going to tell you this man is a money man's. Now, within 10 months, if it makes over $1,000, it will either go to one of our people or a charity of your choice. And I would love some suggestions. ALS being my main choice. However, let's see how the dice do roll, my friend.
Hey, I rock with it.
Sounds good, bro. Speaking of
Oh.
money,
Yeah, I felt like I wasn't gonna do the finance segment because we ran long, but just a quick bit of advice. If you ever feel overwhelmed with your finances, or maybe you just started investing and it's overwhelming to you, or maybe your prices aren't looking so good and things seem like they're not working out for you, the best thing to do is to stop looking. If you can find a way to ignore the downside while reaping the upside, you're going to be a successful investor. So often when things get boring, especially even better than when things get bad, when they get boring, you need to step away. Almost always times to sell or to invest are coupled around times of interest. times of big things happening, big world events, big trends, when things start to settle, it's when most people make the biggest, it's when you make the biggest mistakes. You buy things that are overvalued, you sell too early. When things are choppy, that's when the graphs are like just doing this. You better to just not look, better to detach. Detachment is a core principle of good investing.
Interesting.
I don't understand a single sentence that
Well,
you
what
just
so
bit.
here, let's see if I can regurgitate it from my poor brain.
Come on, dumb
Here's
it,
what
dumb
hold
it
on, it's
down.
clicking. What he's saying is, if you are likely to become antsy and jump the gun and make bad choices, the best possible skill you could pick up is to not look at it. Concern yourself with other things in your life. Take this time to spend time with the family. Pick up a hobby. Get good at something else, and just keep a watchful eye out for big events that just might trigger a new interest in investing.
Yeah, a trick to getting started with that I've used back in the day, I think anybody can use it. Pick a couple of expenses that are splurges that you were gonna buy. Maybe you're gonna buy some new shoes. They're 80 to 120 bucks, whatever. And you go, just this once, I'm not gonna buy the shoes. I'm just gonna put this money in a stock. Assume you're spending the money. Like it's already spent, it's already gone, it's no longer in my hands. Like act as if the money isn't even yours anymore. It makes it so much easier to stay detached when you just consider it a spend.
The
rather
money is
than
already gone.
an investment.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, when you get to doing a lot of money, that skill doesn't necessarily work. Like if you put 10 grand into something, well, what were you gonna spend 10 grand on? Probably nothing.
A golf cart, or at least a down payment on one.
Yeah.
Speaking of rich and poor, there's something I got to talk about, and it can be our last.
One
thing.
second. I just need a second.
Rich and
Please,
poor.
please retard this down for me.
Oh my god! Again?
Okay. So if you want to invest, but not worry about your money going up and down, because like let's say you put 100 in and the next day it's 50, you might feel kind of shitty.
Yeah.
So just instead of buying the next thing you're gonna buy, just spend it on an investment and then pretend you already spent the money. Like if it goes to zero, well, I mean you already spent the money.
I already spent the money on something that was going to make me feel good.
Yeah, so you don't do that just once. And then
Don't spend the money. That's it, people. We've solved the issue. Don't spend your money.
well, the second step is pretending to spend your money on an investment.
No, there's no pretend. You either don't invest or you do the fun thing. Like,
No,
I'm
that's-
sorry, you're talking to a hedonist here. This is
No, this is preparation. This is you caring about future you.
Yeah.
This is about saying, well,
that
I was
guy's
gonna-
a dick.
that's like
so-
saying, essentially, you have something that you're going to spend $20 on.
Mhm.
Okay, let's say that happen. And if that happens 5 times a month, per month you got $100 that you could have. What you could do is say, this is actually for this. Pretend that you ate that meal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretend your girlfriend got some nutrients that day. You know, and then
Mhm.
eventually you can put that money into a stock, and eventually future you is gonna be like, damn,
Yeah.
that one meal totally worth skipping.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So
Yeah.
Anyways,
St.
St. John.
you had the
Yeah,
the
so-
last topic?
We were talking about money, and I think there's a certain action that certain members of this cast frequently partake in that is just poor behavior.
Could be.
And I think it's just calling all the time. Just calling people all the time.
Oh, are we serious?
I
Is
think-
that what we're
This is a
getting
good topic.
into?
I think
Yeah,
it's
let's get
boy
into
that cried
this.
wolf, because you know what? When you call, man, and you say, hey, just come over. Just come over.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it an emergency? Are we burying a body right now? What is it?
I
What does my dog need? I
Yeah.
come over and it's nothing. I'm like,
I base my
Um,
approach
you know,
or my thoughts on this on autonomy, as I often do. and also from wealthy people who have commented on it. I've always had an instinctual feeling of disdain for the random phone call. I've always had it, and it's not because I mind talking to people. It falls more in line with who are they to think they deserve my attention this second. And I'm not. If you call me, I'm not gonna, obviously not like you, but that's where my mind instantly goes. And I watched some shows, and I've seen some people talk. There's a guy named Sirhan who's the biggest real estate agent in New York. He handles deals with billionaires, and he goes, "This is for you, Frick." He goes, "They won't pick up the phone. They will not take a call. They're trying to buy a home for $200 million in Manhattan. They'll text me, just make the deal happen." And he goes, it's because, for one, they value their time and they want to be able to respond on their own terms. For two, they love having a permanent record of communication, so nothing can ever be miscommunicated on what was and wasn't said. And
This call may be recorded.
another person who's
Possible.
taken it to more extremes, if you guys know Andrew Tate, he's openly expressed, if you ever call him, you're immediately blocked and banned for life from communicating with him in any facet permanently.
Yes, the permanent fucking dickhead that can't fucking be physically able to let women leave his island.
And I just know it's real. Like, texting is where the power is at. Texting is where the money is at. Texting is...
I feel so respected when someone says, "Hey, no rush, but this," in a text.
Yes.
If someone texts me and goes, "Da-da-da-da-da-da-da," it's the same as if you called me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as if you called me. You want to text back right now? You know what I
Sometimes
mean?
I'll be talking to a potential business partner, and obviously phone call is still the standard. I don't like it, but it's the standard. And they'll start communicating through text. I'm like, praise God.
Yeah.
Like, now we can just text the whole thing.
Mhm.
It's so much nicer.
So I've waited to speak on this. I'm really glad that it's brought up because I'm about to finally have a really major opposite take here.
Right.
Okay.
I'm about to
All
be
right.
ready, okay.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm going to choke him out. So get ready for it.
First and foremost, if I am associating with anybody, I like to hear the sound of their voice. I like to hear the emotion.
What does he say?
I like to hear the emotion behind their words. Okay.
Emotion.
I'm not a texter. I don't enjoy texting. Now, this is partially because I have sausage fingers and autocorrect pisses me off, to a level that I can't even describe at this moment. I
So
would
you
crash
can't
out.
type.
I am horrendous at texting, but that isn't the point.
So it's a skill issue.
My point is,
Oh, you
what
went
you
to
can.
public
It's
school.
it's not necessarily that I can text you. It just takes me longer, and also I don't want to. I want to get my phone out, call you up, and say what I want to say. Now you made this point. Well, what makes you think that you deserve my time?
Yes.
If you think that I don't deserve your time and you don't like my phone calls,
You don't.
that's perfectly fine. I won't call you,
Yeah.
nor
Because-
will I text you.
Yeah, because you
See,
shouldn't.
that's where
I
you
won't
get,
text you either.
get sassy
And
about it.
and you know what?
And I won't text you either. That's
Listen, I'll pick up your phone call. Just make it quick.
I never prolong it. I never
And
get on
about
there. I'm like,
something-
hey,
and about
buddy,
something
how
worthwhile.
are you? I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, check this out.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what I have to say.
Oh.
Okay. And here's the thing. Here's the beauty of it. I will not get offended if you don't pick up. I never just spam call you until I get an answer. If you don't answer, you're like, hey, bro, busy. What's up? Then I understand. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, he's busy. Fine. And you can, and at this point, now that you know this about me, you can just always do that, and I'm always going to be fine with it. But my point is if I call you and you answer, huzzah. I haven't talked to you in 5 days, I want to hear the sound of your voice, because here's why.
Listen, you just always call when there's something else happening.
And that's fine.
I literally am
Bad
like,
timing.
I'm literally like, my time would be greatly destroyed by me currently picking up this phone. I want to pick up the phone.
Sure.
I'd love to talk to you, but if you just texted me, then I would know what's going on.
if you have the time to text me, you have the time to answer that phone.
that is
No.
so
100%.
No.
So
If you
100%.
text me, I can look at it in 15 minutes when my stuff is done.
Yeah.
And then I can respond.
Just call me in 15 minutes.
Okay, believe it or not, listen, this is so true. Most of these threads we have in False Graves text chat, where I'm going on a tirade of messages, most of those are happening as I am driving home from work.
Mm-hmm.
I have time to respond to the text. It's you who doesn't have any capacity to respond to the text.
I have none. I'm working, and you guys spam like 60 texts, and
I'm
now
driving down the road.
Now I have to find time to read a novel to kind of catch up on what's going on. And it's like, man, I hate that. Also, my phone constantly buzzing. I don't want to read all that bullshit.
I'll admit, reading a lot of text is a pain in the ass.
that is a pain in the ass.
Okay,
Especially when it's
pain in the ass.
interspersed with Furman's horrific grammar.
One second.
I love his grammar.
One second. If I can make a small suggestion. What if we could communicate with one another? This is hurting my feelings now. That we could just have a 4-second verbal retribution.
Yes.
No. That could be a text.
Or a voice memo, which is fine.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
send a voice
Send
memo.
a voice memo. I'm
Please.
down. I'm
Listen,
down for that.
I was gonna say this.
Oh, but you can listen to my voice out loud?
Yeah.
What are we...
It-
That makes no sense.
It makes so
It's
much
totally
sense.
Because
devolved
listen,
at this point.
The pressure on me to respond with exactly what the answer you need right then is so like I have so much.
you fold
going
under
on. I'm
pressure. That's
literally
not
so
my
busy.
fault, okay,
I'm
dude?
actually so busy.
Bro, okay, if you're
Don't-
busy, don't pick
Don't
up.
hassle my
But-
producer.
okay,
But then,
Don't
remember,
hassle my producer.
Your text will not be answered.
Right. If I text
No,
back,
no, time out. Your text won't be answered if I know that the reason you're not picking up the phone is because you think your time is more valuable than having a
That
conversation.
is my
with me.
general thought. But the
Wow.
reason I'm not picking up your calls is because I'm actively doing something.
And- right,
I'm
right, and I've
unemployed,
noticed
so
that.
I don't give a
I
shit.
actually picked up
Right.
today because I had missed so many of your calls.
Right.
And you could hear me cooking on the stove, probably.
Indeed.
I
That's
was
the thing.
cooking.
More importantly, you picked up the phone when I didn't actually have a whole lot to say. I had maybe 4 sentences of
Yeah,
thought.
I'm like,
And I was like, all right, that's all I
I
have.
missed
don't
his
forget
last
our
4
Listen,
calls.
now that we've had this conversation, I know that the calls are going to be quick.
You don't
and-
know that.
If I know that, it's like okay, yeah, I'll pick up for a
preface,
second.
because here's the thing: I may not value your time enough to text you, but
Let
I,
him
but I
finish
do,
that
but I
sentence.
do.
Let him finish.
What's
He
fine,
is
he's
allowed to talk.
It's fine.
Go ahead, bro.
No, that's
fine.
our saying over there.
I
Come
didn't-
on.
No, it's
I
fine.
didn't-
It's fine.
I didn't mean to interrupt you if I did. Please.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm just
I
gonna
love you,
say,
bro.
Go for it. Go
just
for it.
because I don't value your time enough to not text, to just text you, doesn't mean that I'm not going to start my phone call off with, "Hey, bro, you got a minute?" Or, "Hey, bro, check." If I say, "Hey, bro, check this out," this is gonna be a sentence of information you need, maybe 2.
Okay.
Right? If I say, "Hey, you got a minute?" I might have something that I need to say.
Okay.
Okay. Never am I going to lead you on.
Okay.
You will know immediately upon the phone call starting whether or not this is important. Because if it's urgent, you're going to get a text and a phone call. That way, if you miss the phone call, you'll see the text
Mhm.
because it's urgent. But if it's not urgent, and you don't get a text, bro.
Let me tell you something recently.
Now I know the
Let
legend.
me tell you something.
Well,
This is a true story.
Well, just for a second.
No, it's go.
This is a true story.
It's fine.
St. John doesn't get paid to talk. He's the producer.
Just the other day.
I don't get paid at all, bro.
You don't
Just
get
the
paid?
other day. I got a text from Money.
No, that's not his name.
And it said, "Do you have a minute to talk? Can I call you?" And I said, "Of course."
So you're saying that I should ask you guys
Yeah.
if I can call? Because I feel like
Because
that
then I
puts
might
me,
make time to answer the
that
phone.
puts me that puts me in
Yeah.
a position.
That's
puts-
how important it
puts
is.
me in a position where it's like I'm no longer in the bank of people who can just call you up.
Well,
No,
I
listen,
think that's
because-
a
I'm not
specific
telling
type
you
of
that.
closeness.
I'm telling you that Money called me and asked me that. Money called me.
I think
Texted me.
Okay.
I'm now with you in the sense of if it's a business partner or somebody I don't know well, I would probably be like, hey, bro, can I call you first? Can I get some time I can call you, or something like that? But with you guys, though this business is powerful, I see us as different I see us as homies. And
We are homies.
My
Okay, yeah.
mistake. Oh, it is.
No. We're homies.
I see how it is.
Frick apparently thinks if he can't call somebody on a whim that they're no longer true
No.
homies.
I do think that.
The problem with me is a direct line to me right away is literally, this is an emergency all the time. It's always no. I'm serious.
Time to get a secretary.
When somebody calls me, it's like, hey, I really need to talk to you. Like, this is really important.
No, you
And
guys
so-
are a bunch of hookers. To
And so
me.
I go, like, if I'm dropping everything to answer the phone, like, that's what it tells me is you need to drop everything to pick up the phone. Whenever
the
somebody
phone.
calls me, you need to drop everything to talk to me right now. Like, my father-in-law calls, I'm like, what happened?
Have you
know what I
never had a
mean?
homie?
Like, if somebody calls me, I say, what happened? Not, oh, they just want to chat for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
You've never picked up the phone
Oh,
and said
fuck,
what happened.
You guys are way different
Not
than
to
me.
you.
Are we not? Have you never had a homie who just enjoyed hearing the sound of your voice?
No.
I have, but you know what they said is like, hey, can I call you for 30 minutes? And I
Yeah.
said, yeah, I'll
I
give you
had
30
one of
minutes.
those.
I'll give you 30 minutes in like 10. Give me 10 minutes and I'll give you 30
I'm gonna
minutes.
tell
No,
you right now, if
I
you
will
take
never
up
do
more
that.
than 10 minutes of my
No.
fucking time, you can go ahead and fuck
Okay,
yourself,
actually,
friend or
If
not.
you're not going to give me
Sure.
10 minutes to prepare to sit there on the phone for 30 minutes, I don't want to have the phone
Okay.
call.
I'm
Yeah, no.
starting to change this thought here just for this. If I intend on being the phone with you for an extended period of time, then I would text you or call you and say, "Hey, bro, I need to talk for a while. Is now a good time?" And if you say, "No, not right now," oh, okay, bro. Well, whenever you get the chance.
He's running.
Would
Gone.
it be offensive if, as you're calling, either me or Eli, we sent you a payment request for our time?
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and answer him for this. If you ever call me and put a phone request for money on the same call,
No.
get
backwards.
The person being called is the one sending the pay request.
oh, that's garbage.
I think
All right, you're already putting me out, and then you're
The
gonna put
Apple
me out
Pay.
some more. Nah, fuck that.
there would
Nah.
actually be zero offense taken. There'd be no money sent, but there'd be zero offense, and also it would reframe the dynamic of our friendship.
Yes, because it would make them a straight up
I'm coming to
bitch.
think Frick has a personal relationship with phone calls.
I think so too.
No, that's not true.
Yes,
I have
it
a
is.
personal
Oh
relationship.
God, it is.
I have a
Oh
person.
my God.
Bro, what are you? Yeah, I call you.
What
never
are you?
Furman. I never call you.
calling
bro.
me a yapper?
Yeah, bro. I never call
You
you.
can't even pick a fruit drink.
You can't even send a
I did.
text.
I did. I text the group chat. It's not like you're devout from my words of wisdom. Okay.
Oh, lies.
Also, here's what's crazy, bro.
This is the mouth of the serpent.
Yeah, man. Well, you're not ready for this poison, then. Okay.
Then spit it. Come on,
So-
let's get the venom. Let's.
My personal relationship is not with the phone call. It's with who I'm calling. And if you're the kind of person who I actually want to take the time to not
This
just
is a
hear-
sales call, by the
not
way.
just hear your thoughts, but also just like that. I feel like that direct line is so much different because obviously I have friends who I talk to who I don't call. I don't call them up. But you know
From
something?
now on, I'm
You know
just
something?
gonna
I call
take
you
this
guys
away.
more than my mom. Okay.
Oh, do
you should
you?
take
Do
this.
you? Do
Yeah,
you?
I do.
Do
I do
you?
call you guys more than
Oh,
my mom.
wow.
And
Wow.
that
That's-
should let you know something.
Oh,
and that's that whatever our relationship is different.
Save
well,
this for
that
the
makes
phone
me-
calls.
Oh yeah, no, this makes.
When the customer goes, "Why the hell are you calling this number?" I don't so much think of it as a call, but a serious opportunity to communicate with somebody I'm very interested in.
I think
Yes,
it means
exactly.
that.
It's
I
close.
think it means Frickalicious is a straight ass bitch.
I want to get as close to an like a real life conversation as possible.
Is this a
Because
call or an intimate?
I am not a
experience?
robot. I function off of hearing the passion in your voice. And if I don't hear feeling and passion in your voice, we're not going to be a good fit. So I don't want that.
Wow. I guess that
You don't care
there's
about what
some-
you do? That's against my core values.
Wow.
And I don't need your business.
Wow. Okay. Well, that means
You know
that
what?
there's-
Fuck you. Who's your
that-
manager?
Wow.
That's how we get to the real money, baby. That's it right
Every
there.
time.
Mhm.
That's it every time.
Or maybe it becomes why somebody becomes a petty ass bitch on a fucking podcast. I mean, like, whatever.
Sin City wasn't made.
Now,
for
I
you.
have a real suggestion. Okay. So, for the texting problem, there are speech to text apps. Okay. Or just
Yeah.
the
And-
freaking thing. If you have a hard time typing, there's a really good app I'll give you that will actually do all the grammatical formatting for you. And all you have to do is talk.
Yeah, and I
It's
will
so
Pussy
good.
shit.
as
No,
a
it's
recommendation
so
though,
easy.
to you. I really believe in my heart that if you texted more, you would end up somehow making more money.
I don't
Well,
give a
yeah,
damn about
because
that.
you
I'm
can
not
read.
trading my values for dinero. Absolutely not.
It's a
Bro,
hell of a
I
hill
can
to die
text you.
on.
You could tell me something, and I could text you, something like, yes, yeah, bro. Or, I can call you and be like, that shit is epic.
You know,
can
there-
actually hear that I
There's
care.
emojis over you can
Fuck
send an emoji.
emojis.
You can send that.
I'm
my-
going to go acapella with it. I think that emojis are a stain on
No,
reality,
no.
bro. I absolutely. You think that an emotion is as simple as boop?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes
If
I'm not
anyone's in
laughing
the
out
chat,
both
can we
eyes
get some
or one eye.
emojis, please?
That's
chat.
the
I'm
reason
begging.
for the emojis is to symbolize the emotion. That's the
Yeah.
whole point of them.
Fuck that. You get the real
Guys,
thing with me, or you don't
guys.
get anything at all.
St. John,
Deal with
AK,
I've
just
never
You might
even
get a
send you-
GIF.
let me just
Yeah,
pause you
I-
for just a second. I think he might have went to public school and he doesn't know what emotions mean.
Oh,
It's
But he
okay.
took it
It's not his fault.
I don't know what emotion means.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy. Don't worry. We're here. The smiley mean happy.
we gotta cut it.
Not
on time.
always.
Soon. It's-
Not
We're running
always.
too
We're an
No.
hour over, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Oh,
I think
shit.
it's because we love hearing each other talk so much, and you guys think this is
I
enough.
was
for
planning to make this early.
I love hearing you talk. Okay. The problem is when I'm in the middle of something, I don't want to feel like my time is not respected. That's the problem.
But now that you know that it's not that it's okay. Actually,
Now that we've had this conversation,
I still disrespect
Just
your time, but for a good reason.
now that we've had this
Okay,
conversation, I understand your intentions and I will act accordingly.
Okay. And the second.
And I love you very much, brother.
Well, the
Okay, I
second-
like your voice. I'm not gay, bro. Okay, I'm not inviting you to my house for some daiquiris.
Okay,
that's
well,
not what I was getting at.
St. John, the second you give the. Just know, I'm about to have the other cheek turned on me, okay? I
Looks
got
like
you.
both of your cheeks have
What
been
the
nibbled
fuck are
on,
you
bro.
talking
What is going on?
He's offering to assassinate Frick on
Oh.
your behalf.
Put a gun to my
And
balls.
because
I'm still
Frick
gonna
is
make
the-
calls.
And because
you know what I'm
Frick is
saying?
such a hippie,
Oh.
he's gonna turn the other cheek towards Furman after Furman assassinates him.
Got it.
Oh, speaking
Put
of
a
which,
gun
I
to
just
my
summarized Furman speak
balls.
for you.
I'm still gonna make
I still actively need
calls.
you to summarize Furman speak in the false grades group chat.
Look,
Not
I'm
even
just
AI
saying,
can take care of business
What-
on that one.
put the skim milk in the milk, make water, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay?
Mm. Drink water.
Bars, bitch. All right, well, guys, we've ran along today, so I'm gonna just leave you with what I'd normally leave you with. It's been great hanging out with you guys. Don't trip in the darkness. Big Kahuna out.
Hey, just remember, fuck everything that he said. Stay positive, test negative.
And as always, be in the light.
Drink water.
Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
Brush your teeth every day. Oh, don't play too many games. Oh, only 3 hours a day. Oh, respect your parents. Okay. Oh, love your mom, love your dad. Always say please and thank you. Oh, if you say words like fuck and shit, I'll come to your house and spank you. Oh.